Hola, yo soy Brandon.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, God. Don't you guys ever do that again.
Hola, mi hablo Danny.
Oh, no.
I'm not even going to try.
It's Nick.
¿Qué pasa?
Camarone.
Brandon.
That's all of us, right?
It's a
That's all of
novella.
us.
It's a
Yeah.
novella version of Apollo City Comics.
I actually saw Spider-Man in Spanish at one point, so
I think
Is
I
that
did
why
too,
this
'cause-
happened?
Oh,
Were
have you ever
just
seen
like,
Italian
let's-
Spider-Man?
oh yeah, I've seen Italian.
so
Yeah.
Oh, if you haven't seen Italian Spider-Man,
Spider-Man's
and
so popular, he's been in like every language.
if
No,
you've
specifically
seen
Italian Spider-Man.
if you've
No, I
seen
haven't
Tom
seen
Holland Spider-Man, but you haven't seen Italian Spider-Man, that already tells me that you're not a good person. So you need to watch that movie.
Or a true fan.
Yeah, you're not a real fan. You just like the easy shit.
So we're watching Spider-Man tonight, and the gang is back. We got Nick on, James is here, Danny's here. Man, so sorry, Frank, our sound guy, for having to edit all this, but you're doing great. Guys, are you ready to, go back to some nostalgic moments? I don't know. What's better? The 1989 Batman, is that more nostalgic than this Spider-Man
No,
movie?
this movie's way better by like a long
Not
Yeah.
better,
In
not better.
terms-
Nostalgic.
Oh, I never watched.
I guess
I never
for,
watched. I never
is-
watched
that's
'89
a-
Batman growing up.
Yeah.
So
For us, I guess it'd be Spider-Man because like we were
Yeah,
kids.
because I mean, none of us were
Oh,
born
that's true.
in
Yeah.
1989.
I
yeah.
used to love the Tim Burton Batmans, but I tried to go back a while ago and I just like couldn't get in through the first one.
Told you.
As-
No one believes me until I remind them.
Movie's
As
fucking
a kid, I'd
brilliant.
probably watch honestly, probably all four Batman movies, and then like the Adam West movie a lot, and then Spider-Man came out. Like,
Right,
it still
yeah,
came out
that was
like
me, yeah. I
well
fucking
over
love
like
that shit.
post 9/11. So
You
it was
can't.
like 10 years without Spider-Man first.
The Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby Incredible Hulk show and Superman the movie were the three superhero things live action superhero things I've watched the most as a little
Fucking
kid.
nerd. Jesus
I think
Christ, man.
I think we could all agree that there was nothing like at the time of this coming out. It was like nothing else before.
Danny's like watching shows from the 70s and we're watching
I know.
movies 2 years
I thought,
before we were born.
I thought the X-Men movies looked so boring, and I was just like, I have no interest in seeing those movies.
They're
So
actually.
movies- I mean, without
All
those
right,
movies though, they're being
we
no
gotta get
Marvel.
this going. All right, guys,
All
you
right.
ready? We're all watching on various platforms, ranging from iTunes to whatever the hell else you guys
To
use.
pirating.
So you guys are gonna hit.
Jesus, Danny.
I'm sorry.
All right,
And stop incriminating himself. All right,
we're gonna.
let's do this.
We're all at 0.
All
We're gonna
right.
hit
Yeah.
play.
All right. You know how it
3,
goes.
2, 1, play.
All right.
All right,
Let's get the
All
beer
right.
out
All
for this.
right.
I saw this. Yeah, I saw this in theaters as a kid. Yeah, you guys see this?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it in
I
theaters.
saw it as a kid, but I did not see it.
I remember-
My parents
See,
wouldn't let me see it.
Nick,
in
it says it
theaters.
right there. Sony Pictures Entertainment.
Yeah, but look at the big title, Columbia, baby.
It's still
I know, you
owned
didn't
by
notice
Sony.
that.
Yeah. This is a
In
classic
other
one.
news of arguing about literally nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this.
I wanna
intro.
ask you,
huge
This is like the
Spider-Man
first
fan.
time. This is the first time the Marvel intro.
Did they use it for Blade?
I don't think so. I don't
Oh,
They
think
Good
used it in
question.
X-Men, I think.
Yeah, X-Men. I think it was there too.
All right. You guys
Yeah.
know how this goes by now. Let's look at some of the details. So directed by Sam Raimi. Is it
Raimi.
Raimi? Rami?
Sam Raimi.
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 I was like, who's Rami? That's the ravioli, bro.
And then
Look at that.
Written
Early
by-
2000s CG.
Oh God,
Who's
it's so
the-
over
I
dramatic.
love this so much.
Yeah,
Keep going,
dude.
Brandon.
Honestly, I love it. I love it.
Nick, do you know who David
David
Koepp
Koepp.
is? The guy that
Yeah,
wrote the screenplay?
Yeah, David Koepp.
David
He's a
Koepp.
pretty good writer. He wrote Forrest Gump. No, he didn't write Forrest Gump. He wrote Mission Impossible, the first one.
Oh,
Jurassic Park.
oh,
Oh, dang.
Yeah. He wrote War of the Worlds. A lot of Tom Cruise stuff.
oh. Excellent.
Yeah. He's pretty decent Hollywood writer.
J.K. Simmons.
Would you say that he would take Tom Cruise with him, or did Tom Cruise take him with him?
I think it is him and Steven Spielberg took him on their adventures.
Okay.
So let's see. What else? Produced by Laura Ziskin and Ian Bryce. Danny Elfman did the music. I did not
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Runtime is
I've heard that before.
121 minutes. Jesus Christ. Back in 2002, this movie had a $139 million budget and grossed $825 million.
Yeah, that's
I could
crazy.
see it. I mean, look at all the CG in this movie and like the costumes and
Yeah,
stuff.
but it
Yeah.
doesn't say if it's
825
worldwide or not.
million.
You got to think about this too. Like Sam Raimi was mostly famous for doing the Evil Dead movies.
Yep.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, what a weird pick. Like, was he the one going, I want to make a Spider-Man
Which,
movie?
by
or
the
did
way,
did
Everybody
they
was
hit
trying
him
to
up?
make it. Like James Cameron tried to make one. Michael Jackson tried. Michael Jackson tried to buy Marvel so
Yeah.
he could play Spider-Man in a movie. James
Dude, what?
Cameron was really close to making one. So like they were trying to get this off the ground for a long time. And
It's
if you
also-
look in the credits here, a lot of these people are people who eventually went on to form the MCU.
This is a long ass
I'd be
like,
alright.
intro credits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, they give a shout out to Steve Ditko, though.
Oof, yeah.
They
very
also,
good.
if you guys think about it too, at this time, this is all because Marvel was like about to die. It was on death's doorstep, and they were
Again.
like, "We need money," so they like sold the rights to anything they could. So X-Men went to Fox, Fantastic Four went to Fox, Spider-Man went to Sony Pictures.
Opening
That's interesting because like
Hulk went to Paramount, right? Is that
No,
It's
Universal.
Universal.
Universal,
Oh.
Eric Bana.
Sony had the opportunity to buy the whole Marvel crew, but they said they didn't care. They just wanted Spider-Man.
Which honestly, at the same time, makes sense unless
That's
they
a
were
good
planning
thing.
some Kevin
Yeah,
Feige.
I mean,
top
I forget
style
that guy's
thing.
name that worked on the animated series, but he was the one behind all the toys and stuff, and he said Spider-Man is a billion-dollar character and always has been.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Oh,
love
yeah,
that
I bet.
animated series, and that's probably why I was so excited for this movie when it came out, and really
Okay.
loved it.
First
At
of
the
all,
time.
let's talk
Still
about how
like it.
Tobey Maguire looked way too old to be a high school kid. Even
They
then.
all look too
Yeah.
old to be high
Yes.
school kids.
Dude, what's
yeah,
his
he
face?
was around 25 when you played this role. So
And what school bus driver would get
He
away
looks
with
30.
that?
I
Just
also want to point
casually
out
leaves him behind.
that
His
guy
school bus
doesn't
driver's
know
a
how to
dick.
eat a jelly donut or jelly filled
Yeah.
donut because
Right?
he
Dude,
like
that
ate
jelly
it,
donut
allowing the
looks so
jelly
good.
just to fall out like an idiot.
Also, yeah, like even the nerd girl doesn't want to sit. Like,
That's
him
supposed to
sitting
be
next
Liz
like,
Allen.
What's wrong with Peter Parker?
Dude, Joe Mangolio? That's
Man,
it.
yeah.
He looks so
Yep.
old.
Angelino.
And that duck face.
Mangello.
Mentally.
Okay,
Is-
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna piss a lot of people off. I never thought Tobey Maguire. I don't.
I
think
agree
we've-
with you. I
I
100%
don't think
agree with
we've
you.
ever gotten a live action Spider-Man actor where I look at them and say that's Peter Parker.
Dude,
Okay,
that
so-
feeling, that the classic
Garfield,
wave though.
any of them.
Oh man.
Here's the thing. I have a weird thing with like the Spider-Man in this movie and the Spider-Man in the Andrew Garfield movies. In this movie, I think Tobey Maguire is like a decent Peter Parker because he's like goofy and like I don't know, tries to do good, but he's like a nerd. Well,
Yeah.
clumsy. At least
He seems
some-
like the early
sometimes.
60s Peter Parker.
Yeah.
For sure.
What
But
a,
he is a terrible actual Spider-Man.
That's a Rolls Royce Spider-Man.
Whereas like
Versus
Andrew Garfield,
Opposite,
opposite,
great
yeah.
Spider-Man,
Horrible
terrible
Peter
Peter,
Parker.
Parker.
that's
Yeah.
something I actually hear a lot about the
Yeah.
comparison between those two.
people always talk about how they were like the polar opposites.
and
I
then
think I only
you
saw
look
those
at
ones.
Tom Holland's Spider-Man,
God.
and you're just like, child.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad that he actually looks like a teenager.
Yeah.
It's just like at the same time though, I don't. None of them.
That's
look
not Peter
like
Parker,
Peter Parker
yeah.
to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of the three, Toby
Let's
comes the
Let's
closest.
not forget
Who does look
dude,
like-
I love
debut
this
of Willem Dafoe and
Yeah,
Jack.
almost
can we-
does look
every
like-
scene.
They walked out of the comics. William Dafoe is Norman Osborn.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Norman
Yeah.
Osborn.
Can we just bask in this moment how he's like the perfectly casted character?
Absolutely.
He is.
Yeah, oh my
Look at
god,
him.
yeah. And look at
Dude,
Baby Franco.
every
Oh my
scene-
goodness.
Every scene with Willem Dafoe is like
Gold.
memeable.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Honestly, that line though of him saying "I'm something of a scientist myself" isn't bad. It's just
No, it's great. Yeah.
it's
also
him
true,
talking to a
'cause-
kid. He's just like, "Oh, that's cool that you like science. I'm a scientist too." Like,
Yeah.
because he knew he'd be fanboying out by him.
But yeah, Oscorp in the Spider-Man, well, in Marvel is huge. It's a huge
Yeah.
company.
Dude, I was gonna say this movie made me feel like such a loser in elementary school because
Because you never got to see the electron
I did-
microscopes.
No. Exactly. No, I remember it. It was the night the movie came out, and my dad gave my dad gave my mom some money to take my sister and I to the theater to go watch it. And we go all the way to the Metreon, and it was sold out for like the next 2 days, and I couldn't watch it in theaters. So then my mom just took me to Jack in the Box, and that was it. And then like everybody in school was talking about the movie, and I had no idea what they were talking about. It was just spoilers and
Fun
just
fact,
everything.
that lady who's talking is a scientist in real life.
Oh, really?
For real?
Yeah, she's appeared on like documentaries talking about like what you could do with genetically engineered spiders and everything like that. Talks
This
about
movie
spiders.
inspired her to research and
Could
become a
we-
scientist.
Can we talk
my
about
God.
though
I love
that
the spiky
dudes,
hair.
like they high
Like,
five?
I said, the
Dude.
early 2000s, the style is just so garbage.
Look at that leather jacket,
I
though.
love this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this guy's like, what's daddy gonna do? Sue me? Like, yeah, he could. Very easily. And
Yeah,
ruin you.
Dude,
and
do you
look
know
at they
who
look
Norman
older than
Osborn
the
is?
teacher.
Yeah, they really do. The teacher looks like a student. Like,
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I thought that the teacher was one of the students.
Dude, that
Yo.
teacher is like so scary. He's like constantly talking in like a really low whisper.
I know, he's just like,
so.
It's just like it's everyone's ear.
Yo,
he
I remember-
sounds like a New York teacher who's just like been a teacher for long enough that he's so tired of everyone's shit.
I've seen 30 students murdered in front of me in my class.
She was a horrible Mary Jane as well.
Oh, yeah.
I never enjoyed her as Mary.
Yeah,
they
As a
have
kid,
not
I was always
gotten-
like, why is she so mean to Spider-Man?
I liked her at the time. but-
I look at James Franco though, and I'm just like, that's Harry Osborn. I
yeah.
buy it.
I
I buy
dig
it
that
very
too.
much.
yeah.
I gotta say, when I watched this in theaters, my mom took me, and I think my sister, and I remember finishing the movie, and I was like, wow, a Spider-Man movie, that was crazy. And my mom goes, okay, let's go watch the other movie. And I'm like, what? And it was also the day my mom introduced me to movie hopping, and then I also watched Enough with Jennifer Lopez, where she fights off her husband, who's an abuser.
All right, you guys heard it first.
God.
Conrad admitted to movie hopping.
charge him.
Yo,
And I'd do it
job in
again,
the
given the chance.
whose job in the lab is it to make that like graphic in the background there?
He's like, boy, I
that's
will
pretty
beat
cool.
you. Get back in line.
I gotta say, the last... oh my god.
Slightly
Jesus
racist imitation.
I gotta say,
you-
the amount of movies I saw free later on, though, was all because of Brandon would just let me in.
Now
He'd
you're
just let me
incriminating
go watch the
Brandon.
movies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Christ.
Yeah. Which brand? I never worked at a movie theater.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
god.
never- I never
Brandon
worked at a
Moncada, he
theater.
lives in San Francisco.
Oh my god.
So James Franco originally auditioned to be Peter Parker, and I honestly think he looks way more like Peter Parker than Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, put some glasses on him.
I can
Who
see
knows?
it. He's kind of
Yeah.
skinny.
Because I think of like the Spider-Man, like how they drew him in the comics. I'm like, he looks
He's
so much
very
more
lean
like
and
him than
skinny.
Tobey Maguire. Yeah, because Tobey Maguire just, God, I want to punch him in the face.
Why are you so
Well, I mean, that's
aggressive?
why I like
Why?
it.
Dang.
He looks
But
so
he's-
dweeby. Like, that's why it works. Like, he needs to look like the dweebiest kid in the class. Like,
I know,
But he's MTV Best Kiss Award winner.
Tropic Thunder.
That's what this feels like.
Oh my
It feels
God.
like MTV.
Yeah, I
I
remember
didn't
that
know
time when
that.
Spider-Man and Iron Man just got it down in the Devil's Alley.
well,
The way
remember,
she just walks away from him.
How do you not notice that? Like,
Yeah.
dude,
That's
I
very
would have
huge.
felt that. Yeah.
It's a cool spider though.
Yeah. New species.
The
Check out my
spider's
color
right.
scheme.
That spider's just gonna go bite somebody else. Miles Morales, maybe.
I never noticed that like the bite is literally over one of his veins.
new
Spiders
species
and-
confirmed, just casually.
Yeah, right? Like, it's not a major breakthrough. In-
Oh man.
I bet they
like-
walk over and they're like, oh, it must be a weird, like, glitch.
I just
Also,
realized that a lot of these shots are CG or like matte paintings.
Yeah, they're
and,
like really bad backgrounds.
But just
Yeah.
no, it's not. They didn't look bad back then, but now that it's in super HD, it makes everything look worse. You don't have that kind of film grain over it to hide
Yeah.
it.
I see what you mean.
That's what happened with
Dude,
a
I
lot of
love
the new
the
Star Wars
military-
movies and everything.
Yeah.
That
All
is
the
like-
military has no interest in this hoverboard or anything.
I know
I
it's
know.
so cool.
This thing that
They're
can
just like-
fly casually.
They're just like super soldier serum or nothing.
They're like, it looks like a frog. I don't get it. Like, I really, this isn't very tactic. This
Yeah.
frog outfit.
It's like bright green.
Yes.
Totally does not blend into anything.
Formula. Back to
You know,
formula.
if they did do this in the MCU, they could have tied this in with like have that be General Ross from the Hulk, and like he's trying to
that
recreate the
would've been
super
so
soldier
cool.
serum.
Wait.
So he's just like Norman.
That guy's last name is Slocum.
Yes. Yes, it is. And that's something we didn't notice as a kid.
Just want to point that out there.
What an asshole.
I mean, how do you feel, Brandon?
I don't
He's always
understand.
slocum, man.
So since everybody else shared their stories of how they first saw this movie, I didn't get to see this in the theaters because my mom and dad said it was PG-13 and you can't watch it.
What?
Dude, I remember when I
It was
left,
like a year later I got to see it at my aunt's house, and my aunt's just like, she tells my dad, she goes, Dan, it's Spider-Man. He can watch it. My dad was like, okay, fine.
That's so depressing. I'm so
Damn.
sorry.
To be
His
fair,
Uncle
though,
Ben is so old.
Dude, she's
I know,
like, don't
right?
fall on your ass. I'm like, dude, he about to fall on his back.
I love
Yeah.
this. I love this Aunt May and Uncle Ben.
oh yeah,
though.
no, this is the most perfect casting of Aunt May and Uncle Ben, in my opinion.
Well,
For,
it's
like,
because
all
as
the
each movie
iterations.
goes, they kind of they're getting more attractive, and
younger,
it's very
yeah.
confusing.
She does legit look like the way they drew Aunt May in the comics too.
Oh
A
yeah.
fragile lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
I
is
also
very
think
fragile.
like when we get to it, you know, his death scene is like, I don't know. I just think it makes so much more sense than the Andrew Garfield movie, which is
Oh yeah, that movie
so
sucked.
stupid.
But
Anyway.
I buy that I buy Peter the way he is because he was raised by his aunt and uncle.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I think I've only seen the Andrew Garfield movies once.
He was
I think I saw 'em both.
68 here? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I used to have the first one. I think I sold it.
I think I saw them like when they came out, and that was it. I never wanted to watch them again. They were so bad.
What? Which one? What was it? What?
The Andrew Garfield ones.
Oh, yeah. We should watch those soon.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
It's on the
We
list.
have that ongoing list of movies. So.
Did you guys want to watch the Holland movies too?
Oh, not
Yeah.
for a long, long time.
That's like a whole MCU dive there.
Yeah, the MCU thing is another challenge in itself.
I don't know.
He's like,
like if they-
dying. He's like, everything's fine.
if
I
they
love
would've
that he
planned to
just
make this
has.
longer. Do you
He's
think
able
they
to
were
get the
cool?
blanket.
Dude, he literally looks like he's dying.
This is the only movie where Tobey Maguire got shredded to be Spider-Man. The rest of the movies, you could tell he put on he's a little
Oh, yeah.
softer.
Was he in wasn't he in Seabiscuit? Wasn't that
I love
his-
this reveal
Yeah.
too. Like when he
Yeah.
pulls the blanket close to him, and like the spider bite is just
Yeah, see the
huge
spider
now.
bite.
I always
I
thought that was
know.
freaky, like how it swells up like that.
Oh yeah, no, there are several scenes of this movie that like as a kid terrified me. Like this thing here with all the flashing
This
lights
is
and the
so
spider
Sam
bits.
Raimi though, with
Yeah.
like the
skull,
flashes at the
like the random skull.
Yeah.
My DNA did that once. I just want it did all that stuff they just showed.
I remember I got
Pretty
bit
crazy.
by a spider and I was so excited because I thought it was going to be Spider-Man. Then I just had to end up going to the hospital. 'Cause
Look at that massive building. That's crazy.
like-
That's
it's
so
a
like.
comic book. It's
Yeah.
a
This
comic
scene,
book.
Yeah.
this scene like scared the shit out of me when I was a
This
kid.
scene was hilarious to me, honestly.
Really?
He's
It was as a kid. It's kind of like, oh shit, and then
and then you watch more Willem Dafoe movies.
formula.
I feel sorry for this scientist though. He did nothing wrong. He
I
should-
know.
Yeah, he
Poor Dr.
literally was trying to
Strom.
stop it. It was trying to
Yeah.
save him.
Honestly, Brandon made this movie a lot more ridiculous for me when he showed me. What video was it that you showed
Oh,
me?
it was the one talking about how he just cut together different scenes from the movie and like didn't edit anything at all.
It's just
I
like
just
back to
hate-
formula like 8 times.
I
Yeah.
just still can't get over just how much he doesn't really look like Norman Osborn from the comics, but it works.
Yeah.
It's that crazy Osborne hair. It's so
Yeah.
like
It is the
specific.
hair.
This scene
Yeah,
right
the
here.
hair in the
Remember
comics.
this line?
Brown hair.
It's such
Oh,
a weird
that's-
like I've always in like the cartoons and in the comics whenever I see Norman Osborn with that weird like
Hair?
striped
Yeah.
hair, I'm just like, what even is that?
How do you make that into a real person?
Easy. You
I
just
thought
look
it-
at Willem Dafoe.
But I thought at the beginning I was just like, were they meaning to make the Osborns like African American? Because it looks like they got kind of short curly hair that's like
Yeah,
buzzed. And
or
it's
like
just-
super wavy or something.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just like, were they meaning to make them black, or and they just decided to make them white at the last minute, or what?
That could have been a total
think
racial
it was
editorial
a-
thing. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, and that was what.
Kamran, are you ready for this scene?
Oh, do you know I am?
Like dress shoes on. Like,
Brandon and I are going back to the past right now. We're reliving some great stuff.
I've seen so many clips of this movie on YouTube with Kamran just right there with me.
We were at the gym. We probably wasted an hour at the gym watching this. We weren't even working out. We were just sitting there.
Here it goes. It's like, what's going on? Why is he doing that with his muscles?
Yeah, no, this scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Dude, this
like
is...
his eyes rolled back and everything.
It looks creepy. Sam Raimi's good at doing creepy.
Yeah, but then you see his face right here when he's like,
I
back
know,
to formula.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
It's those quick edits that he throws in. I feel so bad for Strom, man. He's just looking. He's like almost crying, trying to revive him.
I should have.
Yeah, zoom in on the eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, jeez.
And then he does the funny ass pose right here.
Yeah.
At the window.
Dude, okay, so
Oh my god.
the way he like grins like that, like my brothers pointed out, like they didn't need a crazy ass helmet for him.
Yeah.
No,
They
they
could have
didn't.
just painted his face and put on some prosthetics, and he would have looked just like the Greasy
Just give
Guy.
him like the
the thing, I
goblin
think that
ears.
Have you seen the
worse.
original mask? Like,
Yeah,
the-
the original. Oh, I've
animatronic?
seen that. That thing is crazy. It would have been
It's-
20 times better.
It would, yeah. It was just like the comics. Like the original mask they were going to use was not this like 2000s like updated one. It was straight up the Goblin
And
mask.
it moves. It has emotion and everything. So imagine that emotional, crazy goblin face being like, "Yeah, Spider-Man, fuck you," and it'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh
Hey,
shit."
Kids were
Is
like
it-
so terrified of it though they couldn't use it.
Is it me or like even for like a superhero movie, he's not that ripped?
No.
Nah,
Back
I
then,
saw
it's
him
all
with the shirt off before,
But
and I think it's a
he's-
vast improvement.
Yeah,
He's
it's
supposed to be, like,
uh,
16.
I think I
compared to
might be a
this.
bit more jacked.
But Spider-Man also isn't supposed to be super shredded. Like he's
He
a
is
skinny
super
superhero.
shredded in like
What?
every form.
Yeah.
Like
He's
Are
like
you
He's pretty
ripped.
cut.
He's
Yeah.
supposed
Yeah.
to be like one of the skinniest superheroes.
But
Yo,
he's supposed to be
sagging those
ripped.
whitey tighties
When he's
though. You see
older.
that?
I can't get over that. These people look like 30 and they're in high school.
And he's just, I love, that's
He's
just
just,
a
like, watching
creepy way,
his
the way he's
neighbor.
just watched her get dressed.
Yeah.
Who? What
Brandon,
windows
next time
are
we
stuff
go
like
eat
that?
somewhere, I'm just gonna look up at you still eating and just be like, "Back to formula," and then
Right here.
attack you
Just
from
throw
across
the
the
dish
table.
across the table. Yeah.
No, like the way we're,
And do
what
the
about
pose.
in our Aquaman commentary? It's just like, I'm something of an Aquaman myself.
Oh my god.
oh yeah. I forgot
Oh,
about
speaking of Aquaman, the cinematographer is the same cinematographer for Aquaman.
that.
You know
really?
what? That
Yeah.
Oh,
kind of makes
perfection.
sense.
He had a lot of time to just change everything. Father of the year.
Dude,
Right?
this dad is such an asshole.
Who's stopping
He's
you? Have a
literally
great
wearing
day.
a
I'll see
wife
you tonight,
beater.
honey.
He's
I
literally
love
wearing
how-
a wife beater.
I love
barefoot
how they
in
never
sweats.
go into that though in these movies. She's just like, oh yeah, like her dad's like always screaming at her, but that's it. Like,
I mean,
Yeah,
they
they're-
never go into
honestly,
it.
this movie was probably the. This is how we learned about New York. This is, we're like, oh, so this is New York. Okay, cool.
He
Right?
walked all the way behind her that whole time while she's crying
Yeah.
with a big stupid
Oh my
grin on
God,
his
you're
face.
right.
It didn't say a word.
Did you guys ever play the video game?
Duh.
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah!
For
That game is-
PlayStation or PlayStation?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I had it on
I still
GameCube.
have it.
I remember
I s-
really liking the Spider-Man 2 game.
I still have my
Wow.
GameCube
Oh, yeah.
copy.
Spider-Man 2 is great. That's still
Phenomenal.
a really fun game.
If it's backwards compatible on Xbox, I should totally play it again.
Nah. I
That
don't think it
shitty
is.
early 2000s Mustang was considered cool back then.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about how this bus driver purposely does this probably every day?
I know.
Yeah.
Like
What a
this.
dick.
Somebody
I feel
report
like-
this guy to the school district.
I know,
Honestly,
right?
I would love. Yeah, just this dude gets fired, and he's like, "What happened? Oh, Spider-Man got me fired because like I kept driving away."
Wait.
Bro, he's got like
never
a.
mind.
You can see his whiskers, like his shaving shadow.
Yeah, I think I would have, as Spider-Man, like literally webbed the bus down, stopped it, and been like, "Hey man, you didn't take this kid on your bus. You're under arrest."
He just finds his dad later in the middle of the.
Dad, another night again? Sorry, son. I was.
It's like
I
I
was
have
back
to
to
drink the whole
formula.
bottle. Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh my god. That's so dope. I don't remember some of this stuff. It's been so long since I've seen this movie. Like, it's actually so well done. for a fucking superhero movie, like nothing
The way
is creepy.
they established both the hero and the villain's origin in this movie is great. Like
So
it is
good.
really good.
Oh yeah.
This is one of the better superhero origin movies, I think.
Oh yeah.
You know why?
Yeah,
Because it doesn't fuck around. It just gets straight to the point.
Yeah.
There's also
this-
nothing to go
That's a
through.
good
Like
point.
it's in a time. There's no other comic book movies besides like Batman.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
X-Men.
But
Yeah, there's no
This-
standard really.
to me,
Yeah.
this Batman
Oh,
Begins.
they actually
and
did
Superman
this.
the
They did
movie.
this so many
Oh.
times. This trick.
Dude, like who
Yeah, that's an
dropped that
actual-
orange
that's a
juice and
practical
did nothing
effect.
about it?
Yeah,
It's probably the
that's
same
wait.
guy that
Wait.
started eating his jelly donut.
That's
So wait,
impressive.
Nick,
That's
you said they
really-
practiced this scene over and over to
yeah,
record it?
yeah,
Yeah.
they did that like 100 times.
So he just sat there and then tried to catch her each time.
Yeah.
yeah, and then caught all the items that way.
You see,
know that
like
they would
Kirsten
CGI
Dunst's
that in a
bruises on her
movie
back
these
from
days.
falling down so many times because he didn't catch her. Do the take again.
And he's such an idiot when he talks to girls. He's just like,
I know, right?
But then again, I mean, I don't think I have much room to talk with that.
This is I don't. What do you guys think of this?
And you
change?
weren't even bit by a spider. either.
You mean the ultimate Spider-Man approach?
It's so
Yeah, the-
gross.
The organic webs?
I don't know.
Ugh,
Like as a
It's
kid, I was
nasty.
like, as a kid, I was just like, oh my god, that makes so much sense.
Yes,
that he, like,
right?
can make
That's
his
so
own webs.
gross, though. No one notices.
Yeah, I know. It's just like
No one
spider webs
sees this
casually
shit.
there.
Yeah, like literally no one sees this somehow. Oh,
That's
but
so
also like people definitely see what comes up here.
Yeah.
If he just sat there and didn't say anything, he wouldn't have noticed. He had to get
How
up.
does, dude?
I
How
don't-
does
I don't-
no one in his high
Yeah.
school ever put together that like Peter is
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
After that
Same
whole
day-
moment.
That
the same
was
day he
such a-
beats up a bully and has web stuff coming out of his arms, they can't put that together.
That
Yeah,
was just
like
a
a-
I
moment.
thought it was just the puberty, man.
That
Yeah,
moment
like a
right
year
there where
later,
Flash turns
Spider-Man.
around
Dude,
though and just goes.
His boots have flames on them.
That moment though where Flash turns around and just goes Parker was a moment straight out of the 1960s Spider-Man comics.
If you
And
beat
I
up the
love it.
school's alpha male, you get his boots. You get his.
See, that's the thing.
You get the
boots.
flame boots.
You get the flame boots.
This
that goes
movie's
to the king
kind
of
of
the school.
Dude,
edited to.
what
be like
high
a-
school
dude,
kid
what the
punches
hell?
that hard?
Right, dude, that
That's
was
true.
so
He should be a
much.
professional boxer or something. Or Deathstroke.
It'd be
There
dude,
it is.
You guys think it'd be cool if they brought him back as Agent Venom?
Yeah, I mean that'd
Oh,
be a
absolutely.
cool
Dude,
like
yeah, hell yeah.
Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah.
I would be so down
Especially
for
now.
that.
with like the actor he's become now. It would definitely
Yeah.
create some hype.
So
Yeah.
good.
He looked
That's
good
a
as a
cool
naked
effect
wolf.
with him like moving so fast that everything else is in slow motion.
Well,
Yeah.
he would be to be the comic book guy. He would be anti-Venom technically.
Dude, he just
You know,
did like a
Tobey Maguire
360
did that
flip in
himself, right?
midair.
He does his own stunts.
Yeah, this movie is definitely cut to be like a comic book for sure.
It just seems like
His
teenagers.
face.
Like, what is he doing to him anyway? Like, why does it
He
hurt
gets
so much?
humiliated twice.
I would have.
just
I would
seems
have.
Teenager, like the way early 2000s movies portray teenagers,
shit,
they
that
seem like
guy's
they're
back.
also
He-
shitty.
I love the awkward Peter Parker face he has in like
Oh,
each movie.
I know
though.
you're
Dude,
talking
that
about-
fat dude with
Yeah,
the.
that fat dude. Yeah, the fat
I've
dude
seen
with the
him in
red
other
cheeks.
things.
He's
Oh
like
my
a
gosh.
Oh yeah.
like a famous extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is everybody mad at him for like sticking up for?
Yeah, for defending himself.
Well, no, a couple
Yeah.
people literally said "woo," like they were. There was a couple that were happy, and then
See, that's the
others,
thing. Like, this makes
nah.
me wonder, like, why does everyone hate Peter in this movie so much?
There's never any reason for them
he
to
didn't
be
go
this
back to
mean
formula.
to the point to the point where even the bus driver's like, yeah, screw that kid. And I'm not
But
gonna
dude,
pick
think
him up.
about this too. What school in New York is gonna let you run out in the middle of the day?
Dude, he's
I
got
mean,
spider
he's getting in a
powers. You
fight.
can't
I mean,
keep-
no,
you
no,
can't
Danny.
keep up
I'll
with
ask you
him.
this: what's a school in New York?
That's a good point.
Yeah, exactly.
The
We
famous
just
Spider-Man
lost
crawl.
all of our New York viewers with that statement.
Let that be said.
Dude,
Hey,
as a
what are
kid,
you
I was
doing?
just
I'm
like-
listening to this here.
I love
As a
the
kid-
trumpet with the climbing.
I was
That's
just like,
really cool.
yeah. I was just like, how are they doing this?
He's just on the floor.
The music and like the shots, the practical shots that they use like this hold up pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's so cool because that's just like the Batman 66 method, but like in 2002.
But it
as
works.
Spider-Man. Yeah, it's so good. Like it's cool they could call back to that.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
man,
you're gonna
that
get
CG.
shitty CGI like this.
Oh my gosh. I never realized how bad that was. Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
You
What
guys
is
gotta
that?
understand, for 2002, this was the pinnacle
Oh, yeah,
achievement
I know,
of like
too. I was
visual
like,
effects.
See, there's a funny story because my dad saw this with me, and then he saw Hulk 2003, and he was just like, "I hate that Hulk movie because the CGI wasn't as good as Spider-Man." But looking back at it, they're both.
I can't wait
bad.
to watch that. Like that movie was horrendous, even like when it came out.
I remember movie's pretty bad.
Oh, this right here.
Yeah,
I love this.
I thought that was pretty good. Like it still holds up.
If you want to hear my thoughts on the
Shazam.
Hulk 2003 movie, you can check out my MCU Phase 1 podcast review.
I love
Talk about that movie there.
he goes for it.
Oh, of course it only works with the two, fingers.
I just
See, the
what
thing
if
is,
it's like
it-
the webs that he shoots and they just land on the ground? What if there's actually a guy that's just walking and it just like hits him in the face and he goes, "Oh no, not again!"
Yeah.
I mean, it's
The thing
New
that
York,
gets me is like
that.
he does the two fingers because it's like that's what he needs to press the button.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
did they ever explain it in Ultimate Spider-Man, like how he shoots the web? Did he just
No.
apply pressure? Or?
Probably like pressure points.
I
Yeah.
actually read quite a bit of Ultimate Spider-Man growing up.
No one
but-
notices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, who would?
Well, people. To be fair, if anyone saw him doing this, they probably think he's just like some dumb kid, swinging on a rope or whatever.
That's funny though.
Yeah,
That scene
especially
was
did
really
George of the
good.
Jungle come out already?
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
but just
Where-
him
do they-
screaming as he goes and hits the.
Did they talk about where he grows up in this?
Queens, right?
They never mentioned.
Oh wait, no,
They
it's
never-
Brooklyn.
They
No,
never
no,
mentioned
no.
it though.
I thought it was Brooklyn actually.
No,
Yeah.
Captain America's Brooklyn, Spider-Man's Queens.
Yeah,
But did they ever mention like this is Queens or
they
not?
never mentioned that it's Queens.
I don't really know. I never noticed.
Because it's much more of a big deal in the comics that he's from Queens than it is in these movies.
God, this dad is so abusive.
You
Can
can't
someone
stop
just
drinking.
call? Can someone just call Child Protective Services already?
No, it's New York.
Oh, okay.
In the animated series, did she live with her parents, or was it like her grandma?
No, she
or
lived
something?
with her
thought-
aunt.
I thought
In
they
the
were all
comics,
like
yeah.
adults already in the animated series.
Oh no,
was
it
like
was her
her-
aunt. It was her aunt. 'Cause
Yeah,
her aunt
because
was
she'd
like,
there's
come to
Aunt
Aunt
Anna.
May's house all the time, be like, "Oh, yes, your nephew is always so late."
yeah.
Because he met, in the comics, he met Mary Jane because she would come stay with her aunt during the summer, and then eventually she moved in because her dad was abusive.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He's so blatantly obvious. Were you listening to that? No, I was
Yeah.
taking, I was
No,
picking up the trash.
I was just
Where do you get
fiddling
this
with
nice ass pea coat at?
I know. He's
a
like,
nice
let
jacket."
me find my nicest coat when I go talk to her.
Old Navy isn't that expensive. You could score some shit.
But he's supposed to be poor.
Hey, he just
man.
said he got it at Old Navy. It's probably
Yeah,
like 40
yeah.
bucks.
And if it was thrifted, that means it was like 20. You know what I mean? Like, gotta go down the ladder, son. How it's funny. Their neighborhood is just like it's like one of those really like those that like I don't know. It feels like the Northeast where I grew up. It's like half of it is like kind of decent, and then you like go a street over, and then it's just like super ghetto, and you're just like, what happened? Like,
I just realized like these yards, how close they are to each other, and like there's just no like it's just like barely
No
a fence.
privacy.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like concrete too.
That's why it's a stupid question when she asks, "Were you listening to that?" It's like, of course I was.
It's like our houses are practically connected.
Yeah, it's just every night all you're hearing is like, "Whoa, oh, oh!"
Yeah.
God, I always hated this scene.
Which one is the one where he goes, "Oh boy"?
Oh, that's
Is that Spider-Man 3?
I cried
either
like
2
a
or 3.
baby. Oh my god.
oh boy, yeah.
How come
That's
do
the
they
one where
ever
he goes.
talk?
Hit,
Is
that's
this
the one where he
shit
goes
made
like,
pie.
"Hit me, I bleed."
See,
How's this one? No, that's the second one. Sorry.
Hit me and I
Peter's
bleed. Isn't that a
dorky in the
haiku?
comics, but he's not this bad. Like they really
No.
overdid it in the movies.
Yeah.
You ever notice he like suffers from that one thing that some actors do get, where it's just like once he got that role, that's all he's known for.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
like
he was
to this,
Seabiscuit.
to the day he dies, this man will always be known as the Spider-Man trilogy. Spider-Man.
That's true. There
What's
was
funny
also
is
that
he's
movie where
actually
he
been
comes
good
home
in
as
a
a
lot of
soldier
other
and his
stuff.
wife's cheating on him, and
Yeah,
he
with
gets all
Jake
angry.
Gyllenhaal.
Oh, Jarhead. Oh,
No, not Jarhead.
It's a Jake Gyllenhaal movie. Was it
That
called
Yeah.
was
Brothers, I
actually
think?
pretty intense, that movie.
Yeah.
Jarhead.
is that?
No, it's
Is
called
it
Brothers.
Oh yeah, Brothers. The one where like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What's the funny thing
That's
is Jake Gyllenhaal was originally, he had the part of Spider-Man, but He lost it to Toby at the last minute.
Look at
Really?
this crappy car as a birthday present.
Oh my god, that stupid Plymouth car that they came out with back then. Back when Plymouth was still around.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
What a bitch! He just like leaves him mid conversation to go hang out with the guy he got in a fight with.
Yeah, I mean it's high
Is there-
school.
well,
yeah, it's her boyfriend.
It's her boyfriend. Yeah.
They're totally gonna do stuff.
And Peter's apparently for some reason.
They're totally gonna do stuff. God damn these prices for these cars. What the hell?
Wait, yeah,
Cars too.
It was
Okay, well, that
PG-13.
poor-
Dude, as a kid, I
PG-13.
had no concept of this. So, like, seeing a 40 grand car in the newspaper, like, what?
Just
Those are really
casually
good
right there.
Wrestlers.
Those
That's it
newspaper
for an
ads are
Alfa
amazing.
Romeo. Damn.
Let's talk about one of the
Colorful
greatest.
characters a must.
Let's just say like
this
this is
is
one of the
so
greatest castings
cheesy.
ever though when they go to the wrestling
Oh yeah.
arena.
I just don't like her
I
smile.
love these, like, comic book, like, drawings of what
Yeah,
is
like, apparently
supposed
he's
to
really
be.
good at drawing and like concept art.
I think
right?
it
Yeah.
was-
That shit's
was
hard,
like-
man. Like,
It might have been. Don't quote me on this, but it might have been Phil Jimenez who.
oh right,
comic book
yeah.
artist who
Reference to
drew
Scarlet
this.
Spider.
No,
For
you're
the
totally
movie.
right.
I will
think it was
say-
either him or it was somebody. Another Marvel artist. I can't remember though.
But it's super cool. I love when they do that. Like in Logan, they got like real X-Men artists to like do those fake comic books
Yeah.
and whatnot. Dan
Yeah.
Panosian did it actually.
When did he
Cool
like?
drawing.
When did he like
Straight
sew
out
this
of
in
the
his room though?
comics.
Yeah,
But
like Jack
yeah.
of all trades over here, fucking like an amazing concept artist. Like what you're saying.
This is a good scene.
that blatant product
Yeah.
placement right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember?
What do you think was gonna happen?
Well, actually, think about it. When's the other time you'll ever see Dr. Pepper in a movie? And it's not
Hey,
Coca-Cola. or
It's a
Bud
good
Light.
soda.
It's underrated.
I'm exercising. I'm not stressed. Forgot about that.
Okay.
She's so
thanks.
innocent.
This puberty
Like,
makes
that's
me
what I
work out
love
naked, Aunt May. You don't understand.
Well, no, like, yeah, this Aunt May has
How did
has
she
like
not
the
like,
best
see that?
line
Oh,
in Spider-Man 2
I thought it was. I thought it was J.K.
when like Doc Ock is about to stab Peter or Spider-Man, and she's like, "Shame on you."
You know what? I'm gonna go buy a bathrobe just like that so I can walk around my house like that when I'm at home.
Dude, I hear voices like this in my house all the time.
Oh no, it's another
Right?
acid flashback.
He's so sweaty all the time now.
Yeah.
Wasn't Harry just like, damn, why are you so sweaty?
Also, looking at Tobey Maguire's IMDb, yeah, so the movies he did like after these was literally like Seabiscuit, Brothers, which is that one with the soldiers, The Details, never heard of it, The Great Gatsby,
Yeah, great guy.
and that's really like it, honestly. Pawn Sacrifice, which I've never even heard of, and then that was
Bobby
2014.
Fischer. Yeah.
But his newest film was 2017's The Boss Baby.
Yeah, he's
God.
Nice.
As he played the narrator and adult Tim,
Yeah.
he has one upcoming project called Babylon, which is supposed to come
Yeah.
out next year.
As you can
I-
tell, Toby only does passion projects now, such as Boss
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
This is a good scene though between him and his uncle. It feels
Yeah, this is
very.
really sad.
It feels natural, the argument that they have.
Yeah. And then, like, you realize this is his last conversation he has with
Yeah,
him. and
it's
he chews him
legit
out.
sad.
Yeah.
Ah.
I remember that in the trailers. No, not exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a
actually,
line.
speaking of trailers, guys, did you know the original trailer, you look at it, it's got the Twin Towers in it,
Uh-huh.
and they had to take out that whole scene.
Oh, yeah.
that's right.
I remember
like,
watching
oh,
a video about that.
That was
Yeah,
supposed
they're
to
like,
be
we
his
can't,
reveal
use
in
this
the
anymore.
movie, actually.
Yeah.
Because, like, he just shows up in the movie, but his reveal was supposed to be that Twin Towers scene.
Interesting.
And
See, the thing is, he's like giving them this talk about like fighting in school, and then like I think about my dad. If I told my dad I'd beat some dude's ass in school, he'd be like, "Hell yeah, man!"
Oh, yeah, bring it.
Did you a beer?
my mom was
my
like
boy.
that. She was just like, hell yeah, you stuck up for yourself. See, this thing about this scene, though, he's actually, like, the speech he gives Peter, he's right
Well,
about a
yeah.
lot
It's a
of things.
line.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's the line of the century.
But
Great
it doesn't
power.
feel
so
like
well.
he's just. It doesn't feel like he's saying it. Oh, because this is a part where he has to tell him. It feels like because he cares about Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I think if my kid got
so many
into a
superhero
fight-
movies drop the ball on like the parent type characters.
It also
Oh, definitely.
lends a lot to like you see why Peter blames himself so much later for Uncle
Best
Ben's death.
cameo ever.
Oh my god!
yeah.
Macho Man.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Macho Man here. Yeah, you need me in the movie? Yeah.
And they didn't make him play Macho Man. They made him play like a completely new
Bonesaw.
character.
Bonesaw. That's so
Here's
great.
a funny thing about this. I was watching this one time when I was a little kid, and he always reminded me of somebody. And I was watching it with my uncle at my house, and my uncle was sitting next to me, and I was watching this scene, and I saw Bonesaw, and I turned to my
yeah.
uncle, and they look like the same person. Because my uncle has like the same hair and goatee, and he has a voice just like Bonesaw.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And that's Bruce Campbell.
I know.
Yeah, that's right. I was trying to figure out who it was.
Friends.
That's what's
Raimi
so
movie.
sad is that oh my god! In Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness, we better get a Bruce Campbell cameo.
Ooh, we have
He's
to.
always in
I
each
love
movie.
that there's
He's
a
gotta
Bruce
be.
Campbell cameo in every one of these three movies.
Oh, and this is
He's like a
Octavia
completely different
Spencer.
character.
That's
Did
in
you
the
know
contract.
who he was supposed to be?
She's
In
out of
Spider-Man
everyone.
Really?
Hold on, out of everyone in this movie, she's won an Oscar for.
Oh,
I did not know she
The
was
hell?
in this.
Really?
Yeah.
I forgot about her.
Oh, she's been in a lot of stuff recently too.
What'd she
Yeah.
win an Oscar in?
For The Help.
Oh, okay.
that's
She
like
was
break
great. In,
through
I saw her in
yeah.
Hidden Figures. That movie was fantastic.
The Flying
uh,
Dutchman.
Oh my
Did you know
God.
who Bruce Campbell was supposed to be revealed to be in
Wait.
Spider-Man 4?
No.
He's supposed to be Mysterio. That's why he shows up as a different person.
Oh, that would have
And
been
he-
so amazing. I would have
Oh my
lost my
God.
mind.
We
Because
would
he
have
shows
had,
up
like,
as a different
Mysterio,
person
the
in each
Vulture.
movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been so dope.
That would have been a dope Mysterio. Did you
Yeah.
like
Bruce
the one
Campbell?
we got? Yeah. Did you like how we got it in, what was it, Far From Home? What's that movie
Oh,
called?
I love this.
He basically names him.
The human spider.
Can you imagine being like an Evil Dead fan and watching this in theaters? Just like,
Yeah.
It's so good though. Why did it...
Dude, I'm a huge Bruce Campbell fan. I love that.
Oh,
guy.
I am too.
yeah, he's apparently the easiest actor to hire.
Also, I love he goes from like a spray painted shirt in a baklava or balaclava. I can never
Yeah,
remember what the
close
name
enough.
of the mask is called. And like, not the dessert. And
But that's
then
baklava.
like the next time you see him in his getup, he's got like the full on, the amazing suit. It's
Yeah.
like, how'd
Maybe
you
that's
do
what he
that?
spent his $100 on. That amazing
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah.
Those chicks are so ugly.
Can't feel my legs.
Everybody in this like arena is just so
Oh my
sweaty and shiny.
I just
Dude.
love that. It's, I can't feel my legs.
I love
There's-
the sign. It's like, kill him.
Yeah.
There's nothing but white
That
people.
one guy who's
in
like
the
so
crowd.
excited.
I know. The only
Right.
black guy in the movie is Robbie Robinson.
Yeah, dude, that was, and the teacher, that was it. Like, there's
Oh
no.
yeah.
Oh my god,
I mean-
you're right. There's like almost no people of color in this movie.
What about the
Every-
criminals?
Look at these like Nazi-looking guys. in the
Damn. What,
background.
what are you doing?
Oh my god.
No, you
God
see,
damn it.
What are you doing?
you'll see. It's not my fault. It's Sam Raimi's fault.
Oh my
What a way to spin it.
God. Yeah. That's
No,
one way
no,
to
we
do
had
it.
Asian people in the movie. They were all scientists at the.
Yeah,
at the
exactly.
Oh,
lab
yeah, we
you're
saw
right,
we
right.
saw Octavia Spencer for a split second.
Oh yeah. Okay. You know what? Never mind.
Literally already forgot.
Oh,
who
there's
was
a
in
black
it
guy.
like
There's a
5
black guy
seconds
right
ago.
there, guys. We missed it.
One in the entire
Husband,
crowd. Look
give
at
it
that
to you.
arena. Look at that fucking arena.
So
dude.
classic.
The guy
Oh my God.
the guy that wrote that line, he's just like, all right, this one's gonna land some laugh points.
Finish him
then it
off.
did.
Get
It
the
did
chair.
back then, and the hell it did.
Okay, one of the chicks in his corner is black, or half
All right,
black.
just stop.
All right,
Stop.
just,
We're trying.
That ragdoll right there.
Dude,
Oh my
I love how
gosh.
he literally just had to.
Damn, if he
stay
actually
at
hit
the
him in
top of
real
the
life,
cage.
they would mess him up. It's like with the crowbar.
Yeah. Also, at the same time, Peter could like shatter that guy's face if he tried.
I wonder if they had like Peter Parker Nike exclusives back then, like they did with Miles Morales.
This music.
It's just so early 2000s cheese. this was a great way for him to get his name too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wrestling
yeah.
match.
And this is pretty close to like the actual origin. He used to be like
Yeah.
used his powers as like for show and like didn't care about criminals. And,
Yeah.
like,
This-
it's not
yeah.
my problem.
This is the most accurate Spider-Man movie to the comics.
It's also
Oh,
the
yeah.
cheapest cosplay outfit, honestly. I think if
Yeah,
you ever
no,
want to do
it's just a
Spider, just say
mask.
I'm
Sure,
Tony
yeah.
McGuire wrestling Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a dope spider if he made that shit. Like,
Yeah.
This dude's a
fucking-
villain. He called him Webhead.
It's a lot of money.
And this feels like a legit thing that a fight promoter would do to a
Yeah.
fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like a
100%.
CZ guy.
Yeah, like this feels very, you know.
Yeah, that guy.
Hey.
Oh, those frosted tips.
Yeah, the frosted
Yeah.
tips.
Very
I
nice.
remember a
Shadow
kid
Roll.
in kindergarten had hair like that.
I know, early
back
2000s.
I mean, did you hear what he said? He said, "Put the money in the bag, or I'll frost your tips."
So like the thing that gets me is like, all right, kid that I was an asshole to, stop the guy that's armed right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, why is he angry
He's
at
like,
him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
right?
Like,
Yeah.
he's like a teenager. And fucking,
yeah.
Hey, that money
Also-
I didn't give you. You let that
Yeah.
guy take it.
He's like
You know when they say like,
25-year-old
"Oh, this dude killed
teenager.
Uncle Ben," you find out he didn't. So even if he stopped him, it wouldn't have made a difference anyway.
Yeah, also the cops are like, what's the matter with you?
Yeah. He's all out of breath too when he catches up to him. It was.
Oh god, this part is so sad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's my uncle.
This kid won the lottery. It's his uncle.
Oh,
I'm sorry. It's like the goofiest looking death scene ever. Though.
it is, but it's so sad. It's so freaking corny, but
Peter, is that you?
You should have stopped him, Peter.
Peter, I'm dying.
Peter.
Peter, you son of a bitch.
You think Disney's ever gonna buy Spider-Man off of Sony?
They would never sell it. I don't think they would
Nah,
ever
Sony's
sell
not gonna sell it. I wouldn't sell it.
Yeah.
Especially after Into the Spider-Verse, all the
Do
money.
you think?
and all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Best
I mean,
comic book
it's-
movie ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
we're
just the
getting
movies,
we're
but
getting
they
like
make so
Venom
much
2. We're
money.
getting Morbius. They're gonna keep
And the
going.
Spider-Man games.
Yeah, yeah, they make so much money just off toys. Like, there's no reason to
Oh
sell
god,
it.
yeah, he cried a little too hard here.
I love it.
Bro, it's not even your
Yeah.
parents. Get over it.
But I do
It's-
love that like immediate turn to just like rage.
Yeah.
This is one of the few scenes though in movies I've seen where it looks like somebody is legit crying because you look hideous. When
Oh,
you cry.
absolutely.
Like most of
I
the movies,
always-
it's just a single tear that comes down.
Like,
How
why did they
dare
have to
he
do
show
CG for
emotion?
this part right here? Like,
Dude, that's a
It's cool.
long
It
ass
looks like the
hallway.
comics.
Because that'd be a long
Yeah.
alleyway.
That's a long alleyway. Yeah, like
Yeah,
even
it
for
really
New
is.
York. I'm sorry. Like,
Can we appreciate this jungle music? He's he's living the hunt.
oh my
It just
God,
turned
this-
into
Oh, that
Predator.
CGI. It's
Yeah.
so bad.
It's not
Yep.
great.
It's not great. Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
for like 2002, it's not bad.
Yeah, yeah. And as like an 8-year-old, you're like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what I
like,
mean?
oh,
This is-
cool.
That scene with him on the flagpole has been in every iteration of Spider-Man in the comics and the movies, the cartoons. That's always the thing, like, when he's going after Uncle Ben's killer, that he always lands on the flagpole.
the thing I never understood with Spider-Man that's just kind of like universal is all the poses he does.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Why not?
it just kind of happens by instinct. I never understood
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I just always took it as like that's how he just balances in midair, I guess.
Even though he
To pull
sticks
off
to
his
it?
Crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Brandon used to do those poses all the time.
oh, you mean like when he's on walls and stuff? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Damn, that's super cool. Like him figuring out web swinging. I always think that's interesting. Like, cause that shit must be fucking scary, man. Like,
Yeah, swinging through a city. Yeah.
So
I could imagine seeing this in the big screen must have been fun.
oh yeah,
Like
Oh,
watching
yeah.
him swing.
yeah.
I gotta say, when you play the game, the PS4 game,
It's so good.
swinging is so satisfying.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that
Ridiculously
old
satisfying.
car is just getting wrecked.
So I kind of wanted to appreciate that the Andrew Garfield movies like actually had Peter use web fluid, but he just like bought the web fluid from Oscorp for whatever reason somehow.
Yeah.
I was just like, wait, what? No, why would Oscorp even have that? And how does Oscorp not figure out who Spider-Man is?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, he figured it out himself because he was a scientist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy? Like, really looking at this is, you know, when the movie first starts, it just seems so corny and dated, but, like, this actually is still pretty awesome.
Yeah, like, I'm enjoying watching it.
Oh, hell
like, a lot.
Yeah, this is better than most superhero movies we've seen recently, so...
Yeah.
I think what it is with Spider-Man, you have to nail...
Was Daredevil.
You have to, like, nail his, like, him traversing the city. You got to make it right. And that's, like, what really makes or breaks anything Spider-Man.
And it's obvious that Sam Raimi was really good at being able to do that. Because if you look at the Evil Dead movies, the shots that he gets, it makes sense why they would want him to direct a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
The way he uses the camera and everything.
So many cool camera shots. Like, it's so fucking dope.
Especially for the scenes where, like, whatever the evil thing is like just flying through the forest first person.
Yeah, dude, fuck yeah.
I love that. It's like he just figured out web swinging and he's just like, now I can crawl up my webs.
Same shot again.
Oh my god.
Literally same exact shot.
Yeah, I caught that.
What?
Cartoonish, just knife sound.
Why did he take his mask off?
He wants to look him in the eyes when he does it. That's why.
Peter, you're scaring the dog.
There's a dog in the background, Peter.
His face in the elevator.
The dog's afraid of the frosted tips. He's just like, oh no. Peter!
Well, he didn't even see He didn't even see him get shot.
I know.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's the best part.
Maybe it's his imagination imagining his uncle getting shot.
I also
all Frank Miller style too. Like,
dude, I love this moment where it's like he's kind of responsible for the guy's death, but not like 100%.
But
And now the police think
the
he's a
hand
murderer.
injury could have been done better. Daredevil did it 20 times better. Brandon, I think you'll agree when Bullseye gets stabbed in the hand and he's like,
Why are we talking about Daredevil
Look
right
what
now?
you've done to my hands. Now that there is perfection, okay?
Yeah,
You think Colin Farrell's gonna do any better as Penguin?
Honestly, dude, like
He's got 20 years of acting experience by that point.
yeah,
I
just
hope
like
so.
Ben Affleck
Yeah.
changed from Daredevil to Batman 20 years later. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah, they both got to redeem some shit, man. Like,
How the hell did he get up there? How the hell do you even know that he can get up there?
He climbed.
I mean,
He climbs.
He knew he
he's
could
a
web
spider.
He could swing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He already did it.
He
What do
just
you mean?
discovered a whole bunch of powers in the
Yeah,
last,
why are you
day
questioning
or so.
this?
I wouldn't risk climbing up that high after I just discovered these. But it's like, what if you... I don't know.
Nah, fuck
Well,
that, dude.
you're not Spider-Man, are you?
Yeah.
I'm not Spider-Man.
Use my powers to get beer from the fridge.
That's Mary Jane's dad.
If you look at this prototype thing, it looks much uglier than the actual glider.
Oh, it looks so clunky and
Yeah, it looks so
terrible.
clunky.
Like,
And it's
okay,
like
I
he's
don't
so
understand.
into it.
He's like, okay, this exosuit, this is the shit. That glider thing,
Yeah.
bullshit.
this giant, this fucking slave
Look at this
one
thing.
outfit.
What the
The thing that literally comes in and just like
Yeah.
wrecks this thing's shit.
Why the hell does
looks
he
like
hate
Boba
Norman
Fett's ship.
Osborn so much? This guy's slow cum.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like the robot from the from RoboCop.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what this reminds me of?
Yeah.
Exoforce.
Yo, nothing would
Oh,
please
yeah.
Slocum
This
more.
looks
than
This thing looks like the most generic ass sci-fi robot suit ever.
It looks like
Why does
something
it
out of
have
Starship
legs?
Troopers.
Like, if it's supposed to fly, why does it even have legs?
Right? Like, what is... It kind of looks like a sex toy, honestly. Like, it has, like, that middle shaft part, like...
Oh,
Great transition.
Yeah.
Oh, man, so good. Yeah, that is a good
that was
transition.
amazing.
Midtown Wildcats.
How
Chess
accurate is
club.
that?
And then he would later go on to play Bobby Fischer.
Oh.
Did Harry's hair just get lighter? It was way darker in the beginning of the movie.
It's the lighting, man.
What a dick. Like, you graduated high school, I see. I guess I was wrong.
But it...
I thought
Wait.
you'd be some back alley
The
hole
way he
by now.
congratulates him though is like so sinister. He's just like, the science award, congratulations.
He gives him way more words than he did his own son.
Yeah, Harry walks away like, fuck.
It works out. It works though. I'm just like, I get that. Like Harry would be kind of jealous of Peter.
Yo, Harry saw them break
right,
up. He's like, it's time to swoop in, apparently.
Yeah.
Bro, he's not even gonna wait. He's
Yo,
gonna
Flash
do
is
that.
like, yo, I'm out of here. I'm going to turn into a werewolf and fuck Rogue. See you guys later.
He also knows Peter is like in love with her, and he's
I
still
know.
like,
Yeah.
But what if I?
well,
hit that
I mean,
first?
yeah.
I
'cause
mean, he's in love with her. He just doesn't say
That's
it.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
He wants
they
that
date.
rebound.
They also date in the comics, so.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that scene in Spider-Man
Yeah.
3 where he's just like he gets MJ to
Break up with
destroy
Peter.
Oh,
Peter.
we're gonna
He's
get
just
to
eating
that.
that pie.
Yeah.
He's like, "Sir, how's your pie?" So good.
So stupid.
And the wink too. The wink when he turns around.
And then
Yeah.
the nasty ass mukbang of him chewing on the pie and slurping on the fork.
I don't
And
remember.
Raimi did not give a
Well, he inherited that from his turkey eating father.
Stuffing.
eating the marshmallows. Yeah.
He's just like, my dad never got to eat any of that turkey because he had to leave early, so I'm doing it for him.
It's a side effect of goblin serum. Just over exaggerating eating.
There's more ways to being a goblin than one, Harry.
See, that's got to be hard on Peter. I mean, his uncle's dead, and he didn't even get to see him graduate high school.
Yeah.
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 That's
sucks.
that's super
He has to
sad.
live with the guilt.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
worse. It could be like parents not seeing him get to elementary school.
That too.
I mean, you also his parents who are like secret agents right now don't even care.
Well, not in
You
this
know
one.
Peter, you're an asshole, and you could have prevented your dad's death, but you didn't.
That's the
Or
that's the
uncle.
other thing. Like, just the touch of like, yeah, he tried to like give me some like life advice, and I just threw it back in his face. That is something that would like eat at you.
Oh yeah.
If that was
Yeah.
like the last
Oh, yeah.
thing you said to someone.
And that really is the only
I'd feel
father
bad. I'd get an
figures I've
Ouija
had.
board right after and try to be like, I can fix this.
Ouija board? You mean a Ouija board?
Yeah, whatever.
Do they
just
explain
Forget
what
which
happened?
one had it on a stick.
Did you seriously call it an Ouija board?
Yeah, I was thinking of that stupid mobile console.
Oh, so you were making a joke.
I also like that Uncle Ben is one of the only characters that isn't brought back to life in the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally never comes
Basically
back to
ever,
life.
yeah.
It takes Peter having to go to an alternate timeline universe or multiverse just to like
Yeah.
fucking talk
The
to his
only
uncle.
time it's ever happened that I can think of was House of M.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
the whole
yeah,
dead
yeah.
parents
He's,
thing
like,
is always
married, yeah.
supposed to stick.
I will say, I'm always back and forth with Stan Lee, but the great power, great responsibility is probably one of the most iconic lines ever in like all of literature.
Yeah. I
And
wonder
they
who he stole
ruined it
from.
in the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
You know, I will always
yeah.
say this. I think that you can say what you want about Stan Lee. Spider-Man is his baby. And I think that he put the most amount of effort into Spider-Man.
This is
Yeah, those yeah.
this montage. There's a really funny comedian. His name's it'll come up. Hold on.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like all respect to Stan Lee, but you know, I wonder.
How much time did that take?
Just
Ropes
getting
come
your
out.
records. Yeah.
I think he had a handful of ideas, but a lot of it I think was Ditko.
Yeah,
Talking about the ropes reminds me of like some random like Discovery Channel reality TV show.
You know,
I-
he just shows up.
Oh, this one
Jim
guy.
Norton. That's Jim Norton, a really funny comedian. He's like, he stinks and I don't like him.
he's
It's like very
Love
clearly
for
like
no
a
reason
criminal.
just hates him.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
I
got
just
nice
assumed that he's, like,
handwriting too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I just assumed that one guy doesn't like him because he's like into
He's a
illegal
criminal.
shit,
Yeah.
and he's just like, I don't like him. He's gonna be a problem for me.
Why does this not? This seems like a perfectly normal reaction for people, though, in a big city if a superhero showed up.
Because it's
I know,
like
right?
some
People
people
love
do
him,
weird
other people
shit.
hate him.
Because they
Dude,
see
that
us
was
Like
like
that David Spade guitar.
That first
cameo?
shot, that was
It'd
like a
be
spawn
little-
shot right there. Like where he turns and like shoots the web. That was totally like that bad.
Speaking
of
All
a
right.
guy.
perfect, perfect.
blew my
Perfect.
mind.
Sorry.
when he
perfect
showed up in
casting
this movie.
ever in any comic book movie.
Oh,
period.
easily.
Yeah.
Minus Paul Rudd as
absolutely.
Ant-Man. But
It blew my mind when he showed up in this movie because I didn't think that they were gonna do Jameson. I was just like, they're not
Dude,
gonna.
the
You can't put
charisma.
him in the movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
so
only
perfect.
thing they didn't do is they didn't give him the like weird Hitler stash.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can understand.
Which
that.
like
can't
that
do
would have
that.
been really weird.
But it's just that they actually got like the
Yeah, they
flat
give him a
top
flat
that he
top.
has in the comics.
You know, it'd be
Yeah,
pretty
I-
funny, James, if they
Yeah.
gave the new Jameson the one who's like Alex Jones a Hitler stash.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
dude, yeah.
I don't know how I feel
yeah.
about them making him like Alex Jones.
That's
Eh.
Well, they modernized him. That's all.
And that's
It's a new
Sam.
universe.
That's Sam Raimi's brother too, Hawkman.
Yeah.
Oh really?
really?
Ted Raimi.
Yeah. Like they made the character up just for this movie, so Jameson could shit on him in every movie.
Dude, the
Well, like
suspenders.
one of my favorite lines in the next movie is like when they're trying to figure out names for Doc Ock, and he throws out Doctor Strange. He's like, "That's great. What's taken?"
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice nod.
Yeah. You know, Wolverine was supposed to show up in this movie, and it
You know
came
who
out-
does? You know who does show up in this movie uncredited?
Who?
the lizard.
Thomas Jane.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll
Wait,
point him
really?
out when I see him. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
point him
fuck
out
yeah.
when we get to it.
So we have the
He isn't.
Punish- Oh, wait, go for it. I was like,
No, I was
we
gonna
have the
say
Punisher.
because Sony owned Spider-Man, they didn't own Punisher, so they kind of somewhat got a reference in there by having Thomas Jane in the movie.
I forgot he
who
played
owned
the Punisher.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's a dope Punisher movie too.
That is a really good movie. I like that movie.
What studio was that one by?
Jason.
What studio did that Punisher movie?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which thing?
What?
The Punisher. with Thomas
Racial
Jane?
stereotypes in that
Nah.
grade.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
I wonder if that's like a
Why,
Twin Peaks.
why
mod
is
or
she
something.
like? In my opinion, why is she so upset working at a diner just out of high school? Like, what college
'cause she-
freshman?
I think it's because he already thinks she's like up there, and it's that
Yeah.
whole like. I
And
don't
why are
want
they
her-
standing in the middle of the street?
I know, right?
Yeah.
In New
Well,
York.
it's New York. They literally
But, like-
they're walking there. You know.
Yeah, I'm walking here.
But it's like
Yeah,
that
walking you.
mindset of like right after high school, I'm gonna do all this great stuff. And
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
realistically, it's like you literally are in summer of like graduating
Yeah,
high school.
I know you're like 30
Expectations
years
are
old
much
out of
too
high
high.
school. I mean, you shouldn't expect to be.
You're 30 years old. You're
it
out
took
of
you
high
this
school.
long to get a GED.
I think she just like thinks she's better than doing this. Like she's like, I should be an actress. Like, yeah. But like, you gotta eat too, though.
Yeah. And she's also dating like a semi-billionaire, son of
Right.
a billionaire.
Yeah.
Don't tell Harry.
I don't think Harry. Honestly, the way they build Harry up, I don't think he would care if she worked at that place.
Wait,
as a
can we
job.
talk about the foreshadowing here
right.
of
Yeah,
like
they kinda-
don't tell Harry? How many people tell him not to tell Harry things?
Yeah.
Oh, Harry doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like later
Yo,
on.
where they live is dope as fuck though.
Oh yeah, they're
like,
right?
If you could have one of those with your best friend, that'd be so sick.
Yeah, first thing you guys do, get a rich best friend.
Storm and Norman.
Man, look at that
I
TV
love how
in the
much he
back.
resents
Yo,
his
I used to
dad for
have
not.
that TV.
Is that a
Pretty sure.
Sony
Yeah,
TV?
we did too. It's a Toshiba.
Oh, it's a
And my
Toshiba?
family had one too.
Never mind. Eh.
Fucking got him though.
Dr. Connors.
Oh yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Connors.
Ooh.
And he appears in the second one
Fired.
with one arm.
And never becomes lizard.
Didn't have the
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah, we get that instead in Amazing Spider-Man.
I don't
Which
think he's, like,
actually, I
a
like
character
Lizard.
that
Yeah,
Like Spider-Man.
but that lizard looks like a Goomba though. From like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Mario
they
movie.
Sure.
they missed the opportunity. They should have just made Shocker the villain in one of the movies and just reenact that one scene. Shocker! 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 You can't run from me!
Oh fuck, Spider-Man! I gotta get out
I'll
of here.
chase you to the ends of the earth!
The way Shocker runs head first through a door and it just explodes.
One of
For
the
those who
top,
don't know, go watch Spider-Man the animated series where he gets the Venom suit. And
it's called like
so
overacting or something.
Oh my
The most
God.
overacted scene in history.
Yeah, one of the top comments in that video was like, "Shocker's thinking like, geez, man, calm down."
Everybody's
Still
just
toilet
like,
paper.
everybody keeps saying like, dude, it's just Shocker. It's not the Green Goblin or
It's
something.
not
like
even
that.
Electro.
I mean, why would they
This is a
choose
great- I like this
the
choreography.
lizard or
It's cool.
anyone like that for like a main villain? I don't think they suit like.
They tossed that guy.
Yeah,
That guy's dead.
What if his neck
that guy
broke?
might be dead.
That last dude pointed the gun at him like, "Where's the money, Lebowski?" Like, is that kind of look?
I know, right?
Oh, this is
These are
so
great
Hey, yo.
photos.
I love
Here
how it's
makes-
like, how did you get some of these photos?
I know, right?
I just love the
crap.
look he gives
Holy
Peter.
crap. Yeah.
Like, oh, all right.
Damn.
It's such a hard ass.
This man really is perfectly casted.
Yes.
I love how he like gets up and walks away. He's like, "Wait,
I
I'll give you
also,
$100 more."
I also think in the video game they handled a really good modern day JJ.
Yeah.
J. Jonah
Yeah.
Jameson. Yeah, JJJ.
There's
By having him be a podcaster.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Is that what they did with the Dan Slott stuff? Like, is that what he just
No, he's actually mayor of New York.
Yeah,
for
I was
most
about
of
to
that.
say that. I thought that was cool that they made him mayor. I was like, that feels very natural for Jameson to do that.
Yeah.
Aunt May married him for a while too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
Elizabeth Banks. Is this one of her first roles?
Oh my god, right?
Is
She
that
looks
what,
just
oh
like-
my
Holy crap! I never realized.
She looks like Betty Brant from the comics too. Like
Right.
I
Yeah, she
buy
does a
it.
great
Yeah.
job.
holy shit,
Yeah.
that is Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah, she's in all
She's
three of
Rita
them.
Repulsa.
I just realized that I like
That's-
know
of
way
all the
more
roles,
about Spider-Man
James.
comics than I thought I did.
It was the first one
All
that
the
popped
roles
in my head.
Elizabeth Banks has, you pick Rita Repulsa.
Hey, I'm just
Popped in my
saying, there
head.
are Power Rangers comics. We could watch
I
that,
love,
Brandon.
I love this.
Okay.
True.
Oh, here we go.
fuck's sake.
Oh, here we go, guys. Everybody be quiet.
Oh, acting at its finest.
I legit feel bad for him in this scene.
Why do they want to fire him? I don't get
Yeah.
it. Well, it's a commentary, Danny. You can,
Yeah. Yeah.
That what?
What?
What? Wait, whoa. What?
oh, so they want to sell the company.
yeah.
They want to
Yeah.
buy him out.
Oof.
What?
You can't do this to me.
My
Here
name's
it
the goddamn
goes.
company.
He doesn't even need a goblin suit. He just
I
needs
know, it's so perfect.
He just looks like the Goblin.
Yeah. Just give him like the goblin face and ears and you're set. I gotta say, the thing with the Green Goblin is they came in, no pun intended, they came in swinging with like having the Green Goblin as the first villain. Literally,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Great.
and then Doc Ock is the second. Like his two biggest villains.
Because in the comics, I think his first two villains were like Kraven and Chameleon. In the comics.
No,
Yeah, I think Chameleon was
Lizard
one of
as
the
well.
first ones.
Yeah, Lizard was one of them.
Oh, yo, look at this cameo right here. That
Macy Gray.
like Macy
Whatever
Gray.
happened to her?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
She's counting her money.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I mean. Like choosing Lizard and Rhino to. I mean, as a quick appearance, Rhino. And
I mean,
whatnot, but they're not good.
Dude, I hate
villains.
that right now.
Look at
I
that
mean,
dude
they have
dancing in
to
the background.
change
Can we talk about that?
Okay, this beer is going right through me, and I got to pee, so I will be right back, guys.
I love how you had it.
All right, now that he's gone, let's talk about the real Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And oh, that's sad
When
to
you
see.
think about it, like Green Goblin taking out all the corporate fat cats, you know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He
Like,
takes out the
he might be
entire
onto
hero.
something.
Yeah.
Is he really the villain?
Yeah, I mean,
He's
honestly.
trying to save his own company.
Is
We
it
live in a
weird that
society,
she's
man.
wearing like an
Yeah, I
Asian
know, like,
dress
why
and
is
has,
she dressed like that?
chopsticks in her hair?
There's like, who cares? Like,
Yeah,
It's
I don't
about
know.
unity, guys, all right?
This is
It's
my
the
Asian
unity and
outfit.
peace.
I mean, it's a nice
Ethnic.
dress and all.
I mean,
Just
Oh.
sees him staring.
Okay, so there's people all over the crowd dressed in like different, like.
yeah.
What?
Gar-
My drink
gar-
Like
inside?
those sunglasses are so.
Oh my god, those sunglasses! You're right.
Dude, that dude's balling out.
Dude, everybody in this movie is in their like 40s now.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, we totally screwed him.
Yeah.
We just.
We may have done
we
something,
ruined his
man. I'd be
career.
happy.
Oh my
Cup
god,
of noodles.
singular.
Singular and Cup of Noodles and
Single cup of
Budweiser.
noodles. That's crazy.
One of these is not like the other.
Dude, when I was when I was in New York, I used Google Maps to basically navigate the subway system. And I know they make it pretty easy, but man, before smartphones, trying to navigate that city.
Fuck,
Yeah.
right, dude? I can only imagine.
Dude, I have
know.
the worst sense of direction. I would be lost all the time without my smartphone.
Right?
Yeah, can we talk about how she stopped performing? She stopped her song.
Yeah.
Like, how is that professional?
That's our damn glider.
So
Samsung,
was Norman
whiskey.
like cool with
Prudential?
almost killing his son?
It's all part of the plan, okay?
Yeah.
He was
Makes
going.
him-
All right.
yeah.
Yo,
Makes
no,
him
no.
look innocent.
Harry Osborn is post formula.
God.
He has to go back to formula. How do you not get that?
Oh yeah. You could have totally killed his son
CGI.
right there. Holy crap.
Oh, absolutely.
Look at these special effects right here. Hey, it's totally a set.
And
when the
like
thing starts
Peter's
crumbling.
just like watching. Code 3.
Stanley.
Oh, Stanley.
I shouldn't be laughing at that.
What?
Dumbass people, man.
Half of her lines is just screaming after this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it
true.
is.
Oh, this is a good
No one
scene.
sees this.
Yeah.
She is so
I love he does like
useless in this
like a
movie.
Superman there.
Yeah, it's such a Superman move.
How is that even like still holding on? Oh my god.
What's up with these goblin grenades too, right here?
I love
I never
yeah,
understood
yeah.
this.
One
Oh,
shot
this
scared the
is
crap out of
great.
me when I was a kid.
That's
cool
awesome.
Say cheese.
Like,
He just
dude,
Oh my
he
God.
Nuked them.
He just gets
He
knocked
They
nuked
turn
out.
into
them.
skeletons.
He's like, I still have some of my budget from Evil Dead 3. We could we could use some of that here.
Oh,
Okay,
here it
It's
is.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like everything.
Out of
So-
everything in this movie, I think that the Goblin
Oh, this
suit
kid
has
is
Oh,
aged the
stupid
worst.
kid.
Yeah.
His entire
What's gonna
scene.
happen?
Dude, look at the
Hey,
look on this
look
kid's
at
face.
that.
God, I hate this kid so much.
William Dafoe
You know
wasn't
what
in
that
this
kid
entire
said?
scene.
At least,
That kid's like, whoa.
honestly, though, when you watch this and watch Amazing Spider-Man 2, you just want to punch that kid in the face when he
Yeah.
tries to stop the Rhino when he's dressed as Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's such a shame that they covered up Willem Dafoe's crazy expressive face with this.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
probably
not entirely upset with that costume design though.
William
I
Dafoe
love that.
probably.
I mean,
Oh my
it's
God,
we
that
could've
guy
had
is
I'm saying the costume design isn't the
person
best,
for
but
laughing at
I'm
these
kind of
things.
like it makes sense to me.
William
That's
Dafoe is not
CGI.
in the scene at all. Like he's not. He hasn't. This is
No, he
this
did
is-
his own
Oh.
stunts.
He
Wait, did he?
no
Yeah, he
way.
did his-
like
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah,
He did.
He's a madman.
He did. I saw a video talking about it.
so
Yeah, like-
he probably was on the floor while he punched him right now. But this has all been CGI William Dafoe. This entire part.
They were actually shocked at like how good a shape William Dafoe was in making this movie. Oh, the CGI.
Right.
Ah.
This scene right here to me looks so Power Rangers.
Yeah.
With
I know, right? The way they
It could be
fight.
worse. He could be fighting
Yeah.
putty men.
The putties.
Oh god.
Cause like even as a little kid, I looked at it, I was just like, this doesn't look right.
Ah, right here.
He gets the web in his face. Ah!
Damn, he fucks up his glider like the first fight.
I
Yeah.
think why this movie succeeds so well is because it's just a cartoon with real people in it.
Basically.
is.
Yeah.
That's probably
That's
why
why
I
it
liked it as a
works
kid.
so
'Cause
well.
I
Just
love
like-
that cartoon.
This like that scene though with that line of like, "We'll meet again, Spider-Man."
yeah.
Here comes the fake suit with her hair blowing in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
As
That
a kid,
stupid
I
video,
didn't
Brandon.
notice.
That fucking video ruined everything.
Yeah, like watching
right
it
here.
again years later, I was like, is that just like a dummy?
Oh, you're talking about the Cosmonaut Variety Hour
This.
video?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
His head doesn't even move at all.
How did we not notice that?
Dude,
Because
we're
you're
kids.
It's on screen
mesmerized
for
as a
like
child.
2
Dude,
seconds.
in half the kids' cartoons, they talk about sex, and you're just like, I like cartoons.
Ah, fuck.
God,
Why
he's such
didn't
a
he drop her
horrible
on, like-
Spider-Man when you really think about it.
Why didn't he drop her on like
is-
the ground floor? Like, why did he just like
Random ass
strand
building.
her
like-
on some random building?
or two people are trying to bone, and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
sorry." Like,
How do
He
you
just
not
ruined
know
a
that's
marriage proposal.
The
How do you
dude back
not
there's like, so
recognize
did
his
you want to like join or
voice?
what?
Also,
And-
that yeah.
Yeah,
now
there's a
they're-
lot of adrenaline pumping, I guess. I don't know.
dude, there's no Uber. There's nothing. Like,
Yo, how are they gonna
she's
phone
stranded.
up there though? If there's all those skyscrapers, everyone's watching them.
She's not even hanging out with her boyfriend to see if she's okay. She's just sitting there on the phone saying how much she wants to bone Spider-Man to him after like they
Harry,
almost
don't come
died.
over, all right? God.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hurry, I'm cleaning and shit. Don't
I'll
worry.
buy you something.
Some of these
So
lines
lame.
just so bad, dude.
You just learn Harry's bad at everything. His only superpower is money.
Yeah.
That it's not.
He's not even good at that either.
Yeah, it's his dad's money.
Look, at she hangs up on him before she can even say goodbye. What a
Well, yeah,
bitch.
Nokia.
He's
Also,
a
Or
really,
singular, whatever.
he's a really
can
bad Bruce
understand-
Wayne.
I could understand if she was like upset with him because he ran away or something like that and like didn't try to help her, but no, he got like hit in the head with a rock. Like he was down for the count.
I like how he just calls out Peter, like calls him a bitch. Basically, he's just like,
Yeah.
"You never made a move on MJ, so I did." So
Peter's
that's
just
your
like,
problem.
I'm gonna kill your dad and then fuck you up in 2 movies.
Little Gobby.
Yeah, fucking fuck his face up.
Oh, that line delivery. Ugh.
Somebody has to stop it.
Fade to black.
Stop it.
We need a hero.
Oh no.
Maker's Mark, baby. This is fantastic. Someone literally was like, all right, Willem, you're just going to sit in your mansion and just act like you're talking to your voices in your head.
And then talk to
Dude,
him.
I love this scene. He literally acts with himself
I
in the
know.
mirror.
So dope.
It's like, yeah, it's like the same year the Two Towers came out. So same year with Gollum.
The
Oh,
music
wow.
that plays when he's looking through the masks and everything is actually pretty cool,
It's so out of place, too.
but it works.
Over here.
This quick shot.
No, not here.
I know. So corny.
Oh, this is great.
That's so funny.
So over the top.
It's just him having a great time.
Yeah.
Just tosses it.
I love it.
What a dick. Making his butler having to clean that up.
You know what's crazy is this is a world where no
Strasbourg.
other Marvel characters exist technically, and the idea like Green Goblin could take over so much in a way.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Sick, yeah.
Well, Doctor Strange exists.
True.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I guess there's like an undefined MCU in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have the rights to
And-
them, so they don't exist on screen.
And like I said, they tried to put Wolverine in this movie, but the story was that they couldn't find Hugh Jackman's costume for the cameo. But at the end of the day, like a lot of it came out that this Fox wouldn't let Hugh
I'm telling you,
Jackman
Thomas
cameo.
Jane shows up. I'll show you when.
Okay, all right. I'm not denying that, Brandon. I'm just saying
Which
that.
part?
Damn it, Danny, you're making him upset.
Yeah.
You're scaring him.
I'm sorry.
Scaring me.
Oh my god, Willem Dafoe is such an amazing actor. I mean, look at that face.
That's a Joker right there.
Dude, I would
Dude, how
watch
much?
that.
Oh,
how
yeah.
much money is the Daily Bugle pulling in to have an office that big?
Yeah. Oh my god, I
asshole.
love J.K. Simmons so much. That's one of my favorite lines.
This is a great scene though,
He's got a
Dude,
terrible.
like, every
He throws a
word he
cigar,
says is amazing.
and it goes
Dude.
back right inside.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Very comic books.
Boom. I do like how
Oh,
he
shit.
he does keep Peter's. He
Yeah,
saves
no, like
yeah.
it's like I love that because he's like a dick for the entire movie, but when it actually counts, he's like actually trustworthy.
That's something from the comics is that like even though like Jameis is such an asshole, like he actually really does care about Peter.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This-
Even that line, Jameson,
Like,
you
this
slime.
should
Like
not
who
work.
says that?
He's literally like just sleep.
The stupid sleep gas instead of
Yeah.
just punching him out.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man just sits there and lets him spray it in his face.
Yeah, what happened to his spider sense?
I know, right? It conveniently is gone.
They never
Yeah.
use it enough in these movies.
This scene is so
Really
good.
don't. You would figure it'd be going off like crazy just being in New York and he's like a panicky little kid, you know? Like,
Yeah. Also,
I mean, his
spider
spider
sense
sense
is no
is what
match for
makes him-
goblin stench.
Okay, so
Yeah, his spider sense
this
makes
is
him almost
where if Alan Moore
untouchable.
wrote it, there'd be a rape scene.
Oh my!
Oh
He just
god.
ran over Spider-Man.
Oh no.
God damn it.
When you look at
Or
half
to
the shit,
each
you're
its
like, oh
own.
fuck, Alan Moore, what are you writing?
Yeah.
Why is he
Okay, so-
standing that way?
If somebody were to take over playing Jameson, who would you pick? If it couldn't be J.K. Simmons again.
Tom Cruise.
I don't know.
Alex
William
Jones.
Dafoe.
I love all
I
three
would-
of those answers.
I would say Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Spider-Man.
After
Yeah,
seeing
right?
him this-
You mean Ice-T?
no, Ice Cube. Because after
But it's got to
after
be
seeing him-
CSI Ice-T.
Yeah.
After
yeah.
seeing him the way that he yelled at everybody in 21 Jump Street as the captain, I was like, I can
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
see him being Jameson.
I
Tom
don't know,
Cruise.
man. You ever
Oh,
seen
that would be good.
You ever seen Ice-T in CSI when he's
Yeah.
describing a case?
No, it's Law and Order SVU.
Or SVU, sorry.
You mean to tell me this man?
Now, what about Spider-Man? Who is this menace?
Okay. What do you guys think of Spider-Man's suit in this movie?
Oh, it's phenomenal. I like
It's,
it.
like it.
I don't know why. I think
At
like,
least it's practical. At least it's real.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For 2002, this is amazing. Like,
Which ones aren't real, actually?
I've always said that the Spider-Man suit will always be timeless.
Because, like,
yeah, this one.
Yeah, which
out of
which
all
suits
of them.
aren't real?
the Tom
Which
Holland
ones
one's just a green screen. And
Yeah.
it's a green
Oh,
screen.
I did. It's so lame.
And honestly,
Okay.
I thought all the Tom Holland ones kind of suck. I've been told
They just
kinda
look
by one of
whatever.
them.
I mean, Tom
Yeah.
Holland's a very whatever
Never fine.
Spider-Man. It's just like everything around that movie is usually good.
No,
like
not-
Night Monkey.
I haven't been
Yeah.
like interested in either one of the Tom Holland. Like he does, it's all right. I mean, but I,
I
haven't
think he
been
does
impressed
better.
by
I
him.
think he does the best so far, personally.
As like
I-
Spider-Man, yeah,
Overall, I think he just nails it.
yeah.
Who, Tom Holland?
Compared to like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
This is a big ass city. How do they keep running into each other?
Oh well, he's been
He's
stalking her for a
stalking her,
while.
yeah,
He
he's
stalks her,
How'd the
yeah.
audition go?
Well,
I mean, it's like, I guess when you think of the comics,
I mean, look
it's
at
like,
this.
I still
took
hear
2
the
buses and a
animated series
cab.
voice in my head when it comes
Yeah,
to it.
and like even if he is Spider-Man, he could have just swung there in 2 minutes. Like,
Yeah, he could have searched the city in like 5 minutes to like.
but like
is-
to her, he's like, yeah, he literally took 2 buses and a cab to see how her audition went. Like that's
While
a
she's
little
dating
much.
his best friend.
I mean,
Yeah.
wasn't it like he was probably dressed up as Spider-Man? He was just stopping crime, and he was
It's like,
late.
MJ, we've been next
Well,
door
yeah, but
neighbors
again,
for
he's like
years,
telling
so-
her like, I went through all this effort just to see you. Like that can come off as creepy.
Also, she
Yeah.
just graduated high school. She probably does need acting lessons.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, dude. Like,
and in real life
he's like-
too.
Nick, you're hitting
Oh my
it with the
God.
real shit, bro.
it's like
Wait, you're talking
chill.
about
You
Kirsten
just
Dunst,
graduated
right?
high school.
She has like a real dopey face. Like it's not even.
It's so obvious that she's not a natural redhead too.
Yes, it's kind of annoying in that sense. Like,
Yeah, why would Peter want a third wheel with you guys?
Because
He's
he's
just trying
lonely.
to cock block Harry. That's why.
yeah.
Harry was right. Peter's a bitch. He didn't move in.
All of this, like,
They just nod.
immediately.
Like, yeah, let's do it. What the hell?
Oh my god.
That's what they really did need Gwen Stacy in this movie, I think.
I thought that would have been great. That's the one thing I did like about those. Andrew
Emma
Garfield
Stone as Gwen
ones.
Stacy was great.
Oh
yeah, I agree.
Because we've never really been exposed to like.
Where did all
is-
these guys come from?
Yeah,
Because there was
what?
just the 2 and then now there's a bunch of other ones.
It's New York.
What's up with the
Yeah, it's New
growling?
York, dude. What do you want?
But yeah, no, the
Listen
thing
to these
with
New York animal sounds they're making.
the thing with the Amazing Spider-Man movies, it made sense because the guy Mark Webb, the director, he did a bunch of like romance movies. So like the dynamic with Gwen Stacy and Spider-Man worked.
Why didn't he put his mask on?
I mean, they
let's
also
be
got him
honest-
because his name is Mark Webb.
all you
James,
guys,
I
like,
think it's
you
because of
pause-
the water. It's be harder to breathe. Like, it'll show. I mean, like,
Oh no, I do remember hearing about this scene. It's
Yeah.
just like, especially the upside down kiss
The
thing.
kiss,
Like,
yeah.
he could like barely breathe apparently.
yeah,
That iconic kiss.
yeah.
But
this-
also like, dude, it started raining really hard, really fast.
Nipples.
Yeah.
Nipples.
Yeah, you guys
nipples.
all paused this scene as a kid.
Block
didn't
Star's
you?
Yeah.
so
Oh,
excited right
absolutely.
now.
As a 10-year-old, just like,
You're like, whoa!
yeah.
Yeah,
What
dude,
are
I was
those?
so.
And
I
as
was
like a 30-year-old, you're still like, yeah.
Mom, I'm not gay.
Came
What?
out, I was so into Kirsten Dunst. Like, I
bring it on.
a lot.
Is it-
Oh shit, bring it, dude. Don't even. It's true.
yeah, but
So
Tobey
wait a minute,
Maguire-
you're just gonna cheat on your boyfriend?
Yeah,
It's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. What the hell is wrong?
Understand.
It's Spider-Man. Like, everyone would understand.
It's like every
Unless it
girl
was
kisses Batman. Like, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter,
unless it was
you
Tom Holland, then you'd be like, damn it, a child?
know? Yeah.
Yeah, like
at least he's
Tobey
like
Maguire.
I do
said
also
it-
kind of love this shot, just because there are so many moments in the comics where he does like roll his mask up like exactly like
Right.
that.
Yeah,
he
it's
does.
a good visual. Good visual.
The
But also, yeah, the water's like running into his nose, and he's just
yeah,
like,
Tobey
I
Maguire
can't
couldn't
breathe.
breathe in
I
this
can't
scene.
breathe.
Yeah.
You're killing me.
he just lowers himself a little bit more.
Yeah.
Wow.
What
I
if she
didn't
just
say
pulled
it.
out the mask and she's just like, "You look like somebody I know."
I know, she just rips it off. I knew it. It was you, Peter.
Peter,
just
what the
admit
fuck?
it.
Peter, stop stalking me. That's why you. Oh, this scene.
Are you in or are you out? You're out of your mind,
It's such a
Gabi.
dope
It's you who's
fight
out,
scene.
Gabby, out of your mind.
I'm trying to.
What firefighter would not go save another human child? Like,
Nah, it's a
Okay,
baby.
she
Fuck
is-
it.
She is overacting way too much for her.
Dude,
kid
her
being
child
trapped in a
might
fire.
die. I would be fucking losing my mind.
I know. She's actually like the most realistic actor in this
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, that CGI web didn't last.
Yeah,
I love
so
that
bad.
shot.
Oh, that's
Like,
bad.
I love he uses the light to like hook his way into the building real fast.
In what scenario do you get out but your baby stays in? I
yeah, I was like,
She
Again,
went to
why
the
aren't
store.
She went to the market real quick.
do you see the firefighters just running back and forth in the back? Like, they're constantly just running back and
I
forth
know.
if you look.
Yeah, I know, right?
Useless.
They're like doing nothing.
It's okay. Your baby's fine. It's got third-degree burns all over its face.
It's not even like covered in smoke or anything. Come
Don't
on.
worry. This cop's like, yo, I know this baby has lung damage from the smoke intake, but I gotta arrest you, Spider-Man.
This is
Yo, thanks for doing what
Classic
nobody else
scream.
had the balls to do. So we're gonna take you.
Hey, look,
in,
it's
man.
Jeff Johns.
Oh, right.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know what? Can we do that? Because we don't really want to do that.
yeah.
Yo, think about that Norman Osborn used a soundboard, like he used sounds
Yeah.
for his outfit
Yo,
to make
he
woman
got a
screaming
shawl
sounds.
just to like fool Spider-Man for a second, and dude, it should not work because no one's head is that pointy.
Yeah,
How did you
and,
know
like,
exactly where he
super
was at,
clunky.
too?
Imagine him practicing that scream in a mansion, and
I
his,
look
his
at
butler
that.
comes in. Mr. Osborn, are you okay, sir?
Did that scare you as a kid when he like turned around?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were all too stupid to notice a giant-ass point
Dude,
on
after that-
underneath the thing.
I was ready to fight every old woman. I'm like, it's probably the Green Goblin.
Wait, did he literally set a fire to this building just to like talk
Get
to
his
Spider-Man?
attention,
Oh
yeah.
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 That's how you do
Yes,
it.
you
That's
did.
evil. That's evil.
Dude,
He's
this
out of his,
scene-
he's out of
This
his
is pretty
mind,
cool.
James. What do you expect? He's got me.
That's fair.
This scene was so badass.
Why would
Yeah,
the
yeah.
military
Coming out.
want these? I don't get it.
I know, right?
Yeah,
This
like
is so
I don't
awesome.
understand. Also, it's like okay, so Quest is somehow like making more money after having their prototype exploded.
Okay, the
Maybe
fight
it was
choreography in this
emergency
movie
funding, I don't
doesn't
know.
really hold up.
No, not at all.
Oh, I did the Matrix.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's
Warner
slow
Brothers
motion
shoes.
Matrix.
The director's
Combo.
Sam Raimi's like, yo, the kids are gonna love this shit when he made this scene.
They had to like bribe Warner Brothers to be like, just don't sue us, man. We'll give you a cut. It's a big movie.
that
It's just
Oh god.
God, man, this movie's so freaking corny.
Brad, I
What?
feel like that's the face I make after cheat days finishing up, and then you
Oh,
say,
no.
"Hey, it's time for dessert."
I just love what an asshole Norman Osborn
why is Harry
is in this scene.
why is Harry an asshole? Like she's making Thanksgiving food, and he's like, "Can you stop messing
work was
around?"
murder. I love it.
The way he says fruit cake. I picked up a fruit cake.
He does have like that father complex where he's only trying to impress him because
Yeah.
he feels like so disappointed in himself.
He's like, so
Why
what's
is
up with
everybody
that?
like so concerned with that noise?
The cranberry sauce?
Oh, just
No,
because like they
the
thought.
thump.
I guess they were like, oh, I guess Peter was here the whole time.
The way he looks
Don't
at
come in, I'm a-
MJ,
oh,
look
God.
at his face.
The creepy smile.
Like, he's just like,
I want that.
I love that everyone's like, we should all come up and check.
yeah, let's
a great
invade
shot.
Peter's privacy.
He could have been jerking it. That could have been a total like.
Guys, get out of here! I'm doing
Why would-
work.
Yeah.
Why would he leave the door unlocked and open if he was jerking it?
Right?
Fresh
Because he's
air.
a
Maybe
webhead,
that's his
bro.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe he likes a challenge.
They're like
Yeah.
5-6 feet in the air, man. Like he doesn't think about that.
Okay,
He's-
ironically, do you think he would have even felt the drop of blood on his hair? Like,
No, well, he's got heightened senses. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's fair. Well, he somehow hears one drop of like ketchup on the ground.
When Jeff would catch it.
Like, side effect of spider bite, blood turns to ketchup.
Why would he touch it? Or I thought he touched it for a second.
He's
I
supposed to
don't know,
lick
this
it.
is kind of a cool scene with this him looking at the blood and just kind of knowing that.
Yeah.
He's like,
Spider-Man, the eyes.
Yeah. Spider-Man.
and no one notices Spider-Man hanging out right there.
Spider-Man ruining my Thanksgiving.
Of course not.
Nah, that's like the spawn
How did he
scene where
get it
turns
back
into
out
a
the
wall.
I
window?
will
No
say
one
though,
knows.
like Spider-Man dodging the Green Goblin on Thanksgiving is like perfectly accurate.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh yeah.
if he just like came back through the front door, why didn't he just like go to the roof and change?
What do you mean?
Maybe he
Here it
did.
goes.
Like, why did he land in his room where people?
Oh,
could,
I guess
like,
he needed his dress clothes. He probably just
Yeah, he didn't have any
Clothes
clothes
there.
on him.
Here comes
Wouldn't
the
he be
greatest.
hella sweaty though from like swinging around the
Yeah.
city?
No,
Spider-Man.
he
Brandon's right.
He's got
It's the
spider
scene.
pores.
It's
Here
the
it go-
scene, everybody.
He
It's
just
the
like
same.
immediately goes for the fruitcake.
Let me finger this a little bit.
Oh man.
I love
Oh,
everything
yeah.
Willem Dafoe in this
God,
movie.
he just wants
Yeah.
to murder her right now.
He's just looking in those eyes.
Yeah, let me just sit here and just bleed all over the table,
Yeah.
guys.
I know.
He
What
could
a-
use his own web to like
no one
tape
will
that.
notice.
I
Yeah.
really wish he got another piece and he made the same face just looking at the like his bleeding arm, just like oh,
Just put it in his mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. He like puts his finger towards it. Like
yeah. He touches it with his finger and licks it. It's still fresh,
Yeah.
Peter.
yeah.
I can taste it, Peter.
This blood tastes
I can
familiar,
taste
Peter.
you, Peter. He tastes the blood and looks up. Spider-Man.
Well, it does kind of make sense in a way because if he's got heightened senses, he could smell or taste the blood in the air,
Oh
right?
yeah, like
Yeah.
fucking whatever's in it. Copper, like the
Copper, yeah. The taste of copper.
Copper, yeah, copper.
And then like this scene right here, like he doesn't need to be a dick.
But he's the villain. He has to. Be
I
a
feel
dick.
bad
He's
for
evil.
Harry right now.
Yeah, you really do. Harry does get screwed over in this entire
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
movie. Like, he really, poor guy. And then she just wants, she doesn't want to be with Harry. She just needs money.
Jesus.
Damn.
Jeez.
Why is there like a random like radio
like-
hanging there?
For God's sakes, Harry, she's an unemployed actress.
he's like, he basically told his son, Harry, get laid and dump her.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, find a PhD or something.
What the fuck?
Oh, damn. She's just like, my dad beat me, my ex-boyfriend beat me, and now you're beating me. Poor MJ.
Damn, dude. Yeah,
Everybody
but
in this
he's not
movie's
like his
really
dad.
shitty.
He can't. He uses words.
Oh my god.
I can't.
Do they back up?
It's so funny the way he moves.
Do they ever back up why he likes masks so much? Is that just like, or another
Oh,
thing
you
they
just
just
like an
toss
art.
into it?
Yeah,
Design.
it keeps reminding me of Black Mask. Honestly, that's like a Black
yeah.
Mask thing.
What do rich people like? Masks, right? Yeah. A whole bunch of masks. Let's put that there.
The hardest part.
First, we attack.
We attack his heart.
This is
Hopefully.
so fucking metal of Green Goblin to do.
Yeah.
I know, this scene legit. This scene was one of the only ones that actually kind of scared me as a kid. I was like, wow, he's going after Aunt May.
Yeah, like
Burning
no
down her
chills.
Man, like Aunt May reminds me so much of my grandma, and this scene like would devastate me, like as a fucking
Evil,
kid.
man.
And she's like a sweet.
And he's like
Catholic
making her
woman.
finish the prayer.
Dude, when I was a kid, I didn't get what she was saying. I just thought she was maniacal. I was like, oh man, she's crazy. She just seemed like,
Well, this
He
here
was
right here,
like,
the
yeah,
moaning.
now finish your prayers. Is she having a stroke or something?
Maybe a panic
She's
attack. I don't know.
Yeah, she's freaking out, man.
I mean, if you're old and you see like a guy in a
devil.
shitty
Goblin,
Yeah.
devil, yeah, break through your shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, Peter, you're so stupid. The way he's just like, he knows who I am. It's like, yeah, no shit, he probably knows who you are.
He attacked your aunt, ding dong.
Who else would blow up the whole side of your house? What if he's just like,
oh,
bet
I mean,
you Flash
dude,
did this.
that's an easy answer. Flash.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah, Flash.
Flash also wants revenge.
He's in the army right now.
Did you
I'm
guys ever
assuming.
notice that Flash
That's why we
like,
never
never
see him.
shows up for the rest of the movie series until like
Yeah, he's in the
cameo
army.
in the third?
He lost his
not
legs in
good.
Nam.
I honestly don't remember that.
I love how Nick's like he lost his legs.
Well, it's true.
It's true.
I don't know why
yeah.
you laughing.
I didn't write it.
I don't know. I just
Oh my
always liked that Flash Thompson in the comics is like somehow the bully of Peter Parker, but he idolizes Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like his whole arc.
Well, I
Yeah.
know that him and Peter actually do eventually become friends to the point
Yeah,
that
they patch things up.
Yeah.
Flash is like the best man at Peter's wedding.
Until he
On
dies.
top of that, also what Flash does for like a lot of stuff for Spider-Man and Venom.
Yeah, and then they switch. Like
Flash became one of my
becomes-
favorite characters.
I think Flash gets anti-venom, and then Eddie Brock gets venom again, and then Red Goblin kills Flash.
Yep. There you go. And
But he
then,
comes back.
And he comes back. Yep. And now he's back.
Yeah,
Does he actually?
Yeah, he's
Oh
back.
my God,
He's back
for
and he's
fuck's sake.
anti-venom.
Yeah.
You know, MJ, Peter's probably going through enough shit. Doesn't he just show up here with his aunt dying in the bed? Well, you like pour all your shit on him, okay?
There's
Also,
video essays that talk about how she's like the worst character ever.
I don't know.
This is not a
She's
good version of
she's like the
Also-
equivalent to Forrest Gump's girlfriend. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Also, why are you
Yeah.
still
Mary
with
Jane.
Harry? You know you're not gonna be with Harry. Are you just like stringing him along, just like spend his money? Like, why are you
Oh,
still
yeah.
with?
So,
Break up with
so the Green Goblin was right.
Like, it's obvious that she's in love with Spider-Man, and then Peter Parker, and then Harry. It's like,
Yeah.
And then Flash, and then her dad.
Oh.
God, MJ, you have been used up by like every single guy except Jameson
Yeah,
in
they
this movie
they
series.
really toss her around in this movie. Like,
You know what? Jameson probably did do her.
Also, this is like such a weird, creepy, like, like description of her that he supposedly told to Spider-Man about a girl that's
I
not
know.
his girlfriend.
It's okay. He's a professional photographer. It's okay.
And the way he's looking at her, the way they're looking at each other, and your aunt is dying in the bed right next
Yeah.
to you.
But
hey, man,
we
this
might
is the-
live.
this is the only girl that Peter's ever talked to, probably. So I mean, yeah,
It's
I think
true.
okay.
The
No,
only
he talked
girl
about
is
May.
That's a good point.
He talked about me, though.
And he's been jerking off to her since like what elementary school, right? Like
I hope she
door.
doesn't see me through this window.
Yeah. And he's a
Oh, yeah,
photographer. How do you get so fucking good at photography? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Brandon!
see this
is
scene
like-
where
There's some
Mary Jane
voyeur
opens
stuff
his
going
closet,
on.
and it's just gonna be like photos and photos of Mary Jane.
yes, yeah.
She comes
Oh
over.
my
She's
God.
like, Peter, why is there like a bunch of like socks piled up next to your window that's facing my bedroom?
I'm Spider-Man. Just swings out and leaves.
Why is he looking at her like that?
He
It's
has
web
like
fluid,
photos
I
of her, but
swear.
her eyes are cut out.
Oh my God!
Oh my god.
Something like that.
Something,
How
yeah,
does
you
she
know,
not
fucking.
piece it together until like the second movie where he literally just like reveals himself to her.
Dude, Aunt May was just like, I'm awake, but you know what? Peter's finally gonna get laid. I'm just gonna.
She's
I'm
like,
just
it
pretending
only
to be
took me being
dead."
attacked by a goblin man flying through my window for this to happen, so I guess something good came out of it.
She's like, finally, he's gonna
my
leave
Dude, his
the
hair
house.
gets darker.
God.
Thanks,
Yeah.
best friend.
I told you that his hair like changes tones throughout the movie. It gets darker and then it gets lighter and then it gets darker.
Dude, he just got jealous, but like, yeah, Danny's right.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
fucking Aunt May's like dying on the fucking bed.
Yeah,
Of
she
course
could have
she's like
just been like
comforting
consoling him and stuff.
Yes. Like,
it's like my girlfriend touched another man. For
touched his hand. They're fucking.
But
You're
you
fucking,
also
aren't
gotta
you?
kinda see- I like how Norman's just laughing with the Green Goblin in the house.
The butler every day is just like, oh, Mr. Osborn.
What is it?
He's such a shitty father.
I know it was.
Wait, that's what he got from that?
Yeah, wait, when did your dad ever say that she would like Peter? Peter's like broke as shit.
No,
Yeah,
I think
then-
he's just saying like she wasn't interested in me. She's actually interested in Peter or something. But it's like he got that from her holding his hand in his aunt's like
Hospital
room.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you also got to look at it through like Harry's eyes when he walked in after all that,
Yeah, that's
No,
fair.
because he knows that Peter's like in love with her and like probably jerks off to her every single
they were,
day.
They were like,
It's like, oh,
fucking
Peter's
neighbors.
upstairs again. I don't know what he's doing.
single day.
So is the Green Goblin proud of him and Norman still isn't? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Why do you
actually
think he
kind of
becomes
interesting.
New Goblin?
As
Yeah.
a kid, I was like, "What does that even mean? Rectify certain inequities."
Oh, it's a
Right?
way to go back to formula.
They just throw in a bunch of buzzwords to make it sound fancy.
Yeah.
That's sad that this is the only time he gets love from his dad. He's just
like,
There's a tear. There's a tear in his eye.
Oh my goodness. Is he
Dude,
finally?
see, his face came up there in real 3D.
You know what? They really screwed up with this movie by not giving Peter any other girlfriends. Like, because I mean, that's one thing I never understood about the comics. He has a ton of girlfriends in the comics before he gets to MJ. Gwen Stacy, Betty Brant, Liz Allen, like all these hot chicks from his school. I'm just like, and this guy's supposed to be a nerd? And like, but in this movie, okay, maybe it does work better because in this movie, Peter's totally a virgin right now.
Yeah.
He's never touched a woman. And that's why he's so infatuated with MJ.
Peter's just like, what's a woman?
Poor guy. You're totally right. Yeah, it's really sad because he does. I mean, he's just. It's. I don't know. Poor guy.
It's also kind
I
of
mean,
weird
he just
that they
said
do.
G, so I think that explains a lot, everyone. All right.
It's also weird that like the climax of this movie is the Gwen Stacy thing, but like
It's Mary Jane.
Spider-Man wins, everything's fine.
Yeah. Honestly, that's a huge missed opportunity. Like, they could have really, if they used Gwen Stacy in this
Oh,
movie
yeah.
setting,
What?
Absolutely.
killed her off.
That would've been sick. I don't think they did it right in the fucking.
I honestly think it was
No.
probably just because like the '90s cartoon, everyone was like, "Oh, it's Spider-Man is into Mary Jane."
Yeah.
Like, everyone
Yeah.
knows Mary Jane, and no
Oh
one.
yeah, they
knows
didn't
who
even have Gwen
Stacy
Stacy
is.
in that cartoon.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. We've never really been exposed to Gwen Stacy the way original Spider-Man fans were, like from the start.
And-
like we've never got a good incarnation except for Spider-Gwen, but I don't buy that shit either. Like that's just
I don't like
multiverse
that
stuff.
they've even brought her back as Spider-Gwen, because like it's kind of like what Nick was saying about how Uncle Ben stayed dead. I liked for all those
Yeah.
years that Gwen stayed dead.
Well,
I
Uncle
didn't
Ben
like
is
they
alive
brought
in
him
another Earth as well, just as much.
doesn't
as
count.
Spider-Man. It's the same thing though. Like Spider-Man's
Chill,
alive
bro.
on another Earth, and so is Uncle Ben.
I'm fine with Spider-Gwen just because like her world is very different. Like in her world, Peter became the Lizard and died.
And Matt Murdock is Kingpin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
That's cool.
Kingpin's lawyer or something.
Peter just
So
sounded
it kinda
so
feels like-
unthreatening when he was just like, "Where is she?"
Yeah. I don't
So
know. I
how
guess like her
cold-
world
how-
feels a little like Earth 2 for me in DC,
I guess.
where it's like everything's like completely different, but it's like the same characters.
I mean, that was pretty much the ultimate, like Miles Morales' universe. Ultimate World
Yeah,
was pretty
that
much like Earth 2. Gwen's is like part of that whole like, hey, let's make like 50 Spider-Man part.
Yeah, but it works.
Piggy and Noir and whatnot.
The thing is, with Spider-Gwen, you had an amazing artist and writer that created her.
Yeah, no, she came up out of nowhere. Everyone was like, oh shit, this is great.
This
I like how
so
the kids are like,
comic
"This is
booky.
cool."
This is awesome. I hope we don't die.
Yeah, this is so comic booky. He's like, save your girlfriend or save these kids.
While he sings.
I know.
Yeah.
He's literally holding the kids and the girlfriend in one hand, and
And this is just like the death of Gwen Stacy, basically, right? Like,
Yeah.
It is.
essentially.
Yeah, it is for.
They just didn't want to kill off Mary Jane, obviously.
No. They're like, we can't do this in a kids movie.
I just noticed that the last scene that Jameson shows up
that's
in
CG.
this movie is in the scene where Green Goblin crashes in.
I didn't realize how strong Green Goblin is, and on top of that, how strong the glider is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't he supposed
Wait.
to be like Captain
I don't
America
know.
level strength because he's got like a super soldier serum? in him?
Yeah. He's like super strong, but the drawback is he's like insane.
Yeah, like I said, like if they did this in the MCU, they could have done it like all these guys were trying to recreate the super soldier serum, but like, you know, Banner turned into the Hulk and
Yeah.
Norman Osborn got driven crazy. Like they could have done cool stuff with that. Oh, that's so obviously a background.
I know, right? How's their slippers not falling off?
Yeah. I think one does in a second.
It will in a second,
okay.
Oh, there you go. There you
Never
go.
mind. I'm
Oh,
wrong.
there they are.
Oh god, she really is just screaming most of this movie. That
Sorry,
line feels so
MJ.
awkward. Suffer the little
like-
children.
Yeah, it's not
All
so
right,
cool now,
Kirsten.
is it?
What?
Well,
What?
they'd probably live
Yeah.
if that thing fell.
Danny would be shouting from the bridge. You know, you're not laughing now, are you?
Quit whining.
Spider-Man's like, I have
This
webs, right?
is
like,
such a cool shot, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the mask.
It's like the red and blue.
Yeah.
pillow.
Yeah.
He gets scoop up Mary Jane and just web up the fucking.
I like how
character.
that guy that's falling with the kids isn't even screaming. He's just like standing
Yeah.
there. As,
I'm gonna
The
die with a bunch of kids.
I don't know. Here's the thing, though. Like, it's a little not like Spider-Man to go for like the selfish choice first. Like,
yeah.
I feel like real Spider-Man would have gone for the kids and then got Mary Jane. I
Yeah.
don't know.
There's somebody pointed it out that in the PS1 Spider-Man game that they got one really good detail right in the story for that game, that Spider-Man chooses to go help somebody else before he helps Mary Jane. In that story, he says like that's something that a lot of writers
Well,
get
she also
wrong
said
about.
she also says to like go help them.
Yeah.
But also, like, that's like
believe.
an experienced Spider-Man in a sense too.
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah,
like,
and
his
MJ
first
like
rodeo.
basically at that point MJ like is able to handle herself.
Yeah, she's used to that shit. She's like Lois Lane. She just
And
looks tough. And
But this MJ right here is just like, I can't even climb. That's not even that far
she
for her
can't
to
like
climb
slide down the rope,
right? Yeah.
the cable.
He's like, make this easier for me and risk your life a little bit.
Like, you do realize I'm lifting like 8,000 pounds right now.
Yeah.
My arm is literally ripping out my socket right now as we speak.
he has a glider, guys. Like,
Oh my God, what is wrong with her?
So good.
I don't
You
know.
can't do it.
he's like, I will literally save you if you don't.
This scene right here when everybody's like defending Spider-Man.
Yeah, I love it.
It's because it was right after 9/11, so they wrote this in because like the whole New York thing, everybody stand together and all that.
Oh, I love this. He's gonna miss it. That'd be great.
Cowabunga!
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know she was.
Yeah,
There,
no,
she doesn't have to
that
climb the rope
should
anymore.
not
You
have
made things
worked.
easier.
Yeah, like her wrist would not be snapped as soon as she like grabbed
Like
it.
practically any human being would not be able to make that.
What
And that would
holding
not
the
be
rope
tearing
or
apart
like
his
hitting
hand.
the?
Okay,
How come
I
he
love
doesn't-
that line. It's time to die.
Dude, that
I wish he had
is
a watch to look
throw.
at first when he says that. Go back to Jay-Z.
Wait,
Hey, we're all walking here.
We're all walking here.
Wait, where'd they get all this shit to throw at him?
It's New York. It's just
It's
an
New York,
ground.
dude.
Yeah, dude, it's just
Shipping cars.
It's just on the ground.
Dude, the place is a garbage town. What do you want?
Thankfully,
Yeah.
there's like a garbage barge. Like, in
Dude,
the
Alan
river.
Moore just saved him with his boat.
It's like, bro, our
Like the middle of the
our
night.
town is a city dump, all right? We got like plenty of
Yeah.
stuff to throw.
Our New York audience is just gonna despise us after this.
Fine. They're already angry anyway, Brandon.
They were born angry.
I love the backdrop
Oh.
to this entire fight.
This
I
scene
think
right
it's
here is
just
so
awesome.
badass, though.
The-
This
I
is-
love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love the like half-mast Spidey. I love seeing them all battle.
Also,
Oh,
that,
the-
yeah,
the
like that's
beat-up
another
Spidey?
thing straight from the comics too.
We-
Yeah.
The only time we ever really saw a battle damaged superhero was like Batman at the end of the '89 Batman movie, but like This took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And that movie also sucks.
Also, Dark Knight Rises, when he fights Bane
Brandon.
the first time, he gets fucked up pretty bad.
Danny, you ever thought of maybe you like that movie because that's the only Batman movie you've seen?
No, I've seen all the Batman movies.
You want to get nuts?
Let's
right.
get nuts.
I mean, honestly, still the best
that's a cool
villain
flip.
is still Mr. Freeze.
Why did he do a flip just to punch him?
Yeah,
Why not?
he's beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, he really
Oh
is.
yeah.
We've never seen a
That
superhero
clothesline, ooh.
We've never seen a superhero get like
Dude.
beat up this bad in a superhero movie.
The steel
takes
noise
his
it
mask
makes.
Do that in like 2 seconds
He
then.
takes his mask off and it's
Yeah.
bones off.
It just sounds like a fence.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I guess it's that strong.
Right? Yeah.
Like I said, I'm
What
not
did you
mad
say?
at this costume design. If they altered it a little bit, it could have been badass.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
they do
really
say
just the
Spider Silk
mask
is
and
the
the color
strongest steel.
scheme.
They're
I
stronger
think
than
the
steel?
special thing about just specifically the Bat and Spider suits is they're so... there's so many varieties you can kind of choose with them in terms of like creativity.
Yeah, I really dig this suit. I've always been very keen to it. Especially for like a first movie suit. It's fucking dope.
I just love that line. Just like, now that you really pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, you're just waiting though for his tongue to come out of that little mouth.
Where'd he get
you know?
that Triton?
Right?
I know. I never got where that came from.
Dude, it's the fabled Goblin Trident of Oscorp generation.
Toby's face when he grabs it, he's just like,
Yeah.
okay, that's the
That's
thing
fair.
that takes me out of this about Tobey Maguire. His facial expressions get worse and worse each movie.
Dude, I mean, the whole thing with him reacting to that's just like the same thing as like, oh, you have a twin sister, maybe she'll join me. And it's like, oh, fuck you.
Just dropped a whole. Wait, it didn't crumble the first when it fell though.
Yeah, it did. It
No.
was flat. Like,
It's strong New York brick.
Brick.
wall.
That brick is walking here.
The Goblin death is one of the funniest like comic book deaths ever.
Oh,
He's like, "Don't tell Harry."
don't tell Harry.
Well,
I like
love
how
it,
they
like-
change, because in the comic it hits him in the chest, and in this movie they change it to it hits him in his dick.
Basically.
That
like
scene
you
traumatized
can still
me
be
as a kid. I
saved. No, I
screamed.
got my dick. I want to die, dude. Anyway.
I love the manipulation here. Like, it's so.
God, this man deserves an Oscar for every role.
Yeah.
Yes, he's fucking
So good.
brilliant.
William Dafoe is legitimately a good actor, and I feel
Yeah.
like our generation only knows him for this.
Yeah, have you guys seen Platoon? He's great in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Patriot Games.
And, oh yeah, and also the
But
one with
not
Robert
you.
Pattinson, The Lighthouse, his most recent one.
And
I gotta
Boondock-
see that one
Or
still.
Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where he plays
Boondock
like
Saints.
The detective.
a gay
Yeah.
Insane
FBI
detective.
detective who like who cross dresses at the end
Yeah. Yeah.
and just disappears.
It's part of being a detective, Nick. Don't you understand?
He did it for the mission.
Yeah, he did it for the mission.
I feel like that's just William Dafoe.
It was his decision to do
It's just a
that.
suggestion.
William
Yeah.
Dafoe cross-dressing, attacking you, Spider-Man. Like, oh fuck.
Yo, son to me. Right here. Godspeed, Spider-Man.
His name was Uncle Ben.
His name was Ben Parker. His name was Ben.
I love
Oh,
that.
now it works. Okay. Right here.
And then like the
Oh.
one cut here.
Oh.
Oh, and
Oh,
my
like, yeah, I'd be
dick.
like, dude, why am I still alive? Tell me
there.
faster, please.
Don't tell
Why
Harry.
would they
He's
do
like,
that?
without my balls, I can no longer live.
Yeah. Yeah, like the
Right here,
power
right here.
holding my balls.
It's like it's like Dennison when he like gets shot in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he goes, "Does my dick still work?" And they go, "No, Dennis, it doesn't." He goes, "Kill me."
There's no point in living.
I mean, dude, what's life? Just die, please.
This is one of the last movies I remember actually using fades as a transition, because many
Right?
movies don't use fades
Yeah.
anymore.
Dude,
We gotta
how
bring
did you
the 2000s
like that
back,
like
guys.
2003 Hulk movie with the fades?
I mean,
Oh,
this is
God,
why
those-
this
With
is
the
why I
transitions.
praised X-Men Apocalypse, because that intro is so 2000s. You're just running through that Egyptian team with the credits rolling. You're
Why
like,
is
oh
there
fuck.
a gun just in that drawer right
The
there?
He's a
smallest
rich
drawer
man.
ever.
He knows.
I
He knows how many
know.
guns his dad has in his house.
Yeah.
That's like
it's
the last place I would carry a gun.
It's like
White
the
people,
Punisher
man.
when he fights the Russian.
The cool thing is each mask has a gun attached behind it, but each gun is from the same place the mask was made.
Fuck! I just realized Thomas Jane is in Spider-Man 2, not this one.
Ah,
You idiots.
Thanks. We were anticipating the
Godspeed,
entire
idiot.
time. Maybe he's in the
Well,
background here. Is that?
I just remember
Sorry about
what
your
scene
whatever.
it was.
You are so full of shit, Brandon. It's ridiculous.
Fuck
Is
you!
that
I
Thomas
slept
Jane
2
in the
hours last
background?
night.
I like
Wait.
that the butler is talking to Mary Jane and Aunt May. Just like,
I love
you
how
wouldn't have believed
Harry's like-
the shit I heard in there.
Look,
listen
his
to
hair
me.
has gotten so
I must
light.
warn you. I must warn you. He's a madman.
Look
I
at
love
how
how
light his
He
hair
just
is.
wanted to go back to formula.
I didn't know what it meant.
What
He-
did it mean?
What's this
He
formula
raped
you go
me.
back
He
on?
go in the mirror naked and start shouting at himself. I was frightened. And I still had to see at the same time.
I love how Harry was like, I didn't lose my father. He was stolen. He was like, yo, Peter's uncle was literally murdered.
Yeah, and nobody. You
did
never
they-
see anybody even bring that up to Peter. Like, hey, I'm sorry about your uncle.
Yeah. Oh wait, I was
kinda
wrong.
just
That's
skipped
the
over
priest.
that.
The butler's by the car.
Oh, never mind.
Who
Still.
the hell's that under there? Was that maybe that was Punisher?
No, so Punisher shows up in Spider-Man 2 at the very end.
Maybe is he the one that says Spider-Man stole that guy's pizza?
No.
Dude,
point him
I
out.
want.
Isn't
I
that
want
Darnell
Kraven.
Rollins?
Yeah, no, it is Darnell
Show up in the
Rollins.
movie.
Love it. Spider-Man, Punisher's like, you stole that guy's pizza. He's a criminal now. He must pay. I'm gonna go kill him.
That's what makes the Punisher turn into the Punisher in this universe.
It's the fucking
She's like,
pizza.
Peter, I'm pregnant. And he's like, what? How? We haven't. She's like, I
We never
know.
slept together.
And then Spider-Man
God, you
never
know what,
shows up
dude?
again.
It's either
Yo,
Harry's dad, my ex, or my dad's. Like, I
You
know
know
it's
what?
not
I
your
wouldn't
fault.
my
doubt it
dad.
if she slept with
Jesus.
Harry's dad, Norman.
Brandon, when we
Yeah,
go
that's why
watch
she
the
chased
new
him after the
Spider-Man
elevator.
in December in theaters, when they first show him on screen, we have to both get up. Or if they show Tobey Maguire, if he's actually in the movie, we got to get up and just shout, "Spider-Man stole that guy's pizza." That's what we got to do now. He stole that guy's pizza.
She's like, I'm done with men. I'm.
Like I could do lines without screaming.
Yeah. Why is she all of a sudden into him? Because he like said that one nice thing about her that time.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, until I find out who Spider-Man actually is, I'll settle with you.
She has to figure out that all the dudes she keeps choosing either remind her of her dad or are just trash.
The truth is, I always knew you would jerk it to me. And
I always saw you, but I didn't want to say anything because it's really
I
weird.
can see you in the blinds.
What if she's
I
just
can hear
like-
you through the walls.
She literally just told Peter, she goes, I've been through every other guy to get to you. She's just
Yeah.
like, you're like my
Yeah.
last choice.
Yeah.
This
It's like, I
movie,
know I'm
You're
only
the
18.
caboose of the train.
Wait, no, Jameson still hasn't been touched yet.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a deleted scene, Kamran.
Yeah, it's give me that shot.
Listen to the Sam Raimi commentary.
Yeah.
She's like, you won't? She's like, I haven't been laid in like 3 months.
I used
Peter."
all my fluid already, MJ. I can't.
Yeah.
It's like, it takes so long to recharge.
This
You have
movie's
no
just
idea.
MJ not knowing what she wants. It's just like
Oh
she
my
dated
god.
Flash,
If,
and then
if you think about it, Peter didn't get laid until probably
End of Spider-Man 2.
no, like the beginning of Spider-Man 3.
When like the neighbor
Oh.
girl was like super into him, and he's like,
Not
sure,
even that.
okay.
Just
No, I
until
guess it's-
MJ hooked
Until
up with
MJ
him.
in Spider-Man 3, because like
Yeah.
saves her and then she says, "Go get him, Tiger." So they
Yeah.
didn't even have time.
Yeah, because they didn't even have Tinder back then, so Peter would have had no chance.
Yo, she left her funeral, her wedding.
Oh, this dweeb.
Yeah. She left an astronaut, dude. You know how hard it
For
is
a
to go there?
freelance- yeah.
How to date an
freelance
astronaut?
photographer.
Yeah.
You know how many
And a
astronauts are in the
werewolf.
world?
It takes
has
some balls.
that has a less than a studio apartment.
Yo,
Yeah.
this dude could swing from a building. An astronaut's been to space, man. You can't.
Yeah.
Come on. Space.
She's like, that kiss. I know that kiss.
Yeah, just, if his
Yeah.
lips were
His
upside
lips.
down.
Yeah.
Peter's like, I have and will always be your friend. Captain Kirk and he walks away.
God, it's
That is
so
really dumb. Like she kissed him upside down. Like how are you gonna recognize? I don't know. That's just.
If
that's
I was her, I would have knocked him over
My-
and just tried to recreate it.
She's like,
That
what's
was-
this fluid in my hand? What happened?
That was
Oh
the
my
most
God.
awkward
Yeah,
thing
why
about
Your
this
hands
movie.
always sticky, Peter.
Like I don't know, maybe it's Tobey Maguire has like super soft lips or something.
So that's why they call you Sticky Pete.
That was the one thing that was confusing. I've never heard Spider-Man call his like powers a curse besides this movie.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
loves his powers.
Dude, that's
in the
Brandon. That's
comics.
such a Sam Raimi thing to say.
Yeah,
That was totally Sam Raimi being like,
how can I put a curse on
I showed a
something?
movie where a house chased the woods chased somebody.
I mean, he always he sees his responsibility as like a burden sometimes, but he never sees it as a curse necessarily.
Yeah.
Man,
Is
that
there
movie.
a post credit?
No, I think
No.
this is the.
No.
This is before they do all the post credits. Yeah, there's no.
Yeah,
there's
Yeah, no,
nothing.
there's no post credits
Joe
for
mentioned-
none of this
mentioned the
trilogy has
yellow.
post credits. But if you guys
Randy
want to do what we
Savage
did
owns
when I
it.
went and saw this in the theater, we should now watch Enough with Jennifer Lopez and do a commentary on that right now.
I'm down. Let's start it.
All right, cool.
Just gonna be calm and crying.
She's
Yeah,
had
I
enough.
know, right?
Well, that was our Spider-Man commentary. As you can tell, we're pretty excited. So
We literally
It
did
still
not
holds
shut
up
up that
20
whole
years
movie.
later.
I know.
dude, that movie was fucking great. Like I
Yeah.
can't even like that was so
Is
much
Nickelback
fun.
playing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot.
Oh no!
This
I
was
think there's
during
a
the
music
era where they
video.
do that.
Yeah, there's a
Maybe
music
aged horribly.
video.
This is actually the only song by Nickelback that I like.
Get the fuck out.
You just outed
That's
yourself.
Get the
one
fuck
more than
out.
you should, Danny. You piece
The
of shit.
hell
This
is
is
the
the
matter
only
with
one
you?
that I think that's like it's actually a bit, probably just because of nostalgia from when this movie came out.
You
but
are
other than
literally
that-
disgusting.
Yeah.
Other than
Me.
that, though, it's no. I don't like any. of the other
Godspeed,
music.
Danny.
Yeah, you
God.
might get edited out of the episode.
You need to go back to formula, sir. I'm just telling you right now.
If you edit, if you edit me out of the episode, you're only gonna have like 30 minutes of commentary.
This is true.
In the description for the commentary, you really need to put and say that I went back to formula.
Yes.
No, you gotta say we go back to formula.
Yeah, we go
Right,
back to
we
I
gotta
formula.
watch this movie.
We go back to formula for this commentary.
All I hope is that we continue the back to formula jokes in my review for this movie when we do this on my channel.
Maybe.
Back to formula.
Yeah.
I lowered the volume, but I could barely still hear the music, and it
I
makes
know.
me angry.
It's so
I
bad.
can't believe that we didn't make one "I'm something of a scientist myself" joke in this.
We were
Well, we
busy
had the
trying to stay in
formula.
formula.
We're busy having too much fun with Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
But we'll be back with Spider-Man 2 and 3 as we climb
boy.
and swing into December for the new Spidey movie.
We're gonna get sticky.
Oh no.
And sticky
He
with
sounds
it.
excited.
Well, until next time, true believers, thanks for hanging, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Later.